Has Fabrizio showed up yet? Has Fabrizio showed up yet? Okay. Exactly.
Like, no. Put me in a class.
It's one extra person.
No, because the point is I did everything they asked.
Yeah.
I got my grades up, I was on time, and like I asked nicely.
Yeah.
I'm also a senior, so I guess like as you get older, you're supposed to get more saying.
I bet they'd open up one seat for the class.
That's what I'm thinking, but I don't know why they don't have. I just why they have more. It's like a senior course. Like you have to take X amount of credits to get to that class. Like, why is there less options? If you don't mind running up or telling one of us what the score of the other game going on, I'll check.
Well, I'm going to be up here.
Oh, you're going to be up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I signed up on the...
Yeah. No, I thought you said you were scanning. No, awesome.
I was saying I was going to stand because I was...
No.
Yeah. No, it's hard to hear with the music and stuff. So.
No, I thought... I do whatever. I just thought you said you were doing PA tonight.
Yeah. No, I think what you were saying...
I thought you said you were going down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was standing up because...
Okay. Do what you got to do.
Yeah, at halftime I'll go check that score.
No. You suck. Is that me?
It wasn't you. It was a good song.
When I walk in, the music stops. No, wait, no. So I'm a party stopper. That's worse. Why would I be excited about that?
I'll be right back. Feel free to have some more of the popcorn if you want.
I'm good. I'm trying to stay on a diet thing, but thank you.
Well,
Just need enough to keep me going. I gotta score some tutties tonight. Big deal. I am Patrick Mahomes. Currently. Not. Actually, I'm not the QB. I'm
just like Henry Ruggs prior to. You know what that was?
Yeah.
Too soon. I'm not that fast. So I'm gonna do comparison.
Alright, something's wrong with the ads.
I forgot where I put it.
Oh no.
It's in my pocket.
What?
My mask?
Right there.
Oh, what's the problem? You're good.
Okay, I guess there's going to be no ads. There's something wrong with the ads for some reason.
By fire ad.
You see how all of these all say 0 seconds?
As long as we have
And the audio doesn't work for it either. The audio is working for this, which is fine.
I don't think
As long as the main audio is working, but I guess there won't be any
I
ads.
could be wrong, but I do not think they genuinely care about me wrong.
But everyone hates ads, but...
No, but I'm saying I don't think the ad people are like, oh, you did play ads.
Oh.
I mean, like, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't think it's a point of contention. I don't think we're at a big enough level where they.
I don't know, but what I do
I think they
know-
sign it with the athletic department and they play it for all sports. So over time,
All I know is we have no audio for the ads, which...
you have audio for this.
Oh yeah, like I said, this works. They,
Okay.
and I've left it on the whole time, so I was leaving it on so they could hear the music. So yeah, I can fire ads,
Shouldn't be that long.
but yeah. And replays, I already checked that. Replays all work too, at least I thought. Everything, I think, well, there's only one way to find out, I guess. To the test. Yeah, there's no sound with replays anyway, so I think that'll be fine. So I can still play replays. There's no audio override for that, so it doesn't matter. People always think that. I'm not. I don't ever control the game, I just thought of that. I don't know, 8, 9 years ago, I generally have not thought that. I contact me, I'm like, what am I? You don't know
I want one of those jerseys so goddamn bad. Those are filthy. Yeah, Fabricio. I'm either gonna work it or pay for it. I gotta see what my ends are before I pay.
If I can.
Good evening, everyone, and
I just
welcome
want
to
to
the
LSU play.
SSC
If I can.
Conference semifinal match here at Tampa State.
I worked the women.
The University of Tampa Spartans
I
hosts
was
the very University
I was an
Buccaneers.
ambassador for Tampa.
Let's meet participants for tonight's game. First of all, let's recognize
I
the
really
players
stopped
in
doing that after
reserve
second one, and it's not my
for
fault.
Berry University.
Like,
Number 2, Juan
I didn't know
Valiente.
enough about the women.
Number 3, Snyder Filsamy.
Those are those guys
Number
in the back.
4, Christian Fernandez.
Yeah.
Number 6, Roy Shaw.
Actually, real technical.
Number 11, Andres
it's
Gonzalez.
It's in St. Pete. They want you to get a ride.
Number
It's
12,
just with me and Ian,
Ricky
I'm not sure.
Draconis.
Even next to
Number 14, Jordy Ramon. Number 23, Cam
And also, I
McDonald.
just couldn't go.
Number 24, Andres Jaramillo. Number 26, Alberto Valsecchi.
Well, because one, it means you know nothing about hockey.
Number 27, PK
Take a wild
Stoffel.
risk calling that. It shows you
Number
what
29,
you do.
Scott
And
Little.
secondly, that's the big thing. You have
Number
people
33, Kosei Sugi. Number 34, Frankie Pelez. And number 35, Yamil Ghana. Now here are the starters for the Berry University Buccaneers. A defender from England,
They're number one right
number 5, Tyler
It's
Dobinson.
the club. They're trying to make it an official team. It's tough
At
because
forward from
they don't have teams
Austria,
down here.
number
There's not
9,
mostly a
Marlon Buck.
It would be like D2.
At midfield from Key Biscayne, Florida, number 15, David Polanco.
It
A
would be so
midfielder
it's so much
from
cooler than
England,
ice skating.
number
And by
16,
here, they just don't have
Toby Farah.
anything right.
A defender from Germany,
Plus, it's
number
more fun. I have
17,
more freeway. I can
Andres
converse,
Volk.
but you have to pay
A
to listen.
midfielder
You
from
have to pay
Brazil,
like
number
$9.
18, Lucas
But you
Silva.
still get footage. It's still,
A defender from
you have
Germany,
to
number 19,
understand the
Daniel
setup
Shaw.
because they don't have obviously the stuff already set up.
In goal from Germany, number
Yeah. And
25,
I can't
Nils
really explain it.
Buchler.
It's okay, but
A midfielder from Argentina, number 30, Juan Caparo. A forward from Italy, number 32, Cesare Baroni.
One of the most important wires we have.
A
love
defender
it.
from Germany,
love
number
it.
36, John Gaforian. The Buccaneers are coached by Mr. Steve McCraft. He's assisted by Ivan Barriga, Mirko Ranchi, and Gonzalo Rudolph. Now let's meet the reserves for the University of Tampa. Number 00, Josh Benjamin. Number 7, Julius Becker. Number 13, Ornaldo Zakiri. Number 14, Max Brennan. Number 15, Travis Foster. Number 16, Marcelo Valbuena. Number 17, Trevor Stanley. Number 20, Carlos Leon. Number 21, Fatih Ozegi. Number 23, Dominic Caniglio. Number 24, Ezric Nichols. Number 28, Connor Andrews. Number 29, Xavier Lamore. Number 31, Morgan Rasper. Number 33, Gabriel Herrera. And number 34, Zach Barr. The starters for the Spartans in goal from England, number 1, Adam Forster. A defender from Spain, number 2, Albert Morales. A defender from Uruguay, number 3, Augustin Barofio. A defender from Uruguay, number 4, Nico Gaudio. A midfielder from Germany, number 6, Tim Kraft. A forward from Germany, number 8, Jill Newman. A forward from Spain, number 9, Juancho Fernandez. A forward from Switzerland, number 10, Omar Pali. A forward from Hungary, number 11, Amjad Salah. A midfielder from Ireland, number 19, Sean Quinn. A defender from Birmingham, Alabama, number 22, Cody Wells. The Spartans are led by the head coach, Mr. Adrian Butch. He's assisted by Maurice Loregnard, Eric Sims, and Clete Goddard.
Oh, that might be it.
The officials for tonight's game are Miguel Marquez, Jason Krovikin, Matt O'Brien, and Janessa Gunn. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
All right.
Kind of hold it like
Okay, yeah. You good to go? We good? We live? Hello, how's it going, everybody? Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there. Thank you so much for being here with us. We appreciate your service. For anyone who's ever served, thank you so much. We're here tonight at Pepin Stadium for a SSC semifinal between our University of Tampa Spartans and the Barry University Birds, I guess. I don't even know what they are. My name's Ted Gephardt, alongside
Taylor Storthy.
Absolutely lovely night. Great crowd we have here. A lot of students showing out. We're going for an SSC title. We already got the regular season title. I believe we tied with PBA for it. Spartans come in tonight at, I believe, it is 12-3, 9-1, and Barry is 7-9-1 and 5-5 in the conference. So we beat Barry at September 18th here in Tampa by a score of 3-1. So hopefully we can see the same result here tonight. Last game, Spartans did lose. Now, it was senior night. We didn't play any of our starters, so expect to see a completely different Spartans team. We did see some bright spots. Julius Becker, who sits next to me in class, had a fantastic goal last game. Hopefully we could see some of the same tonight. Awesome at presenting, did a very good job on his project and marketing, I may say so myself. Guys, before the game starts, what would you like to say about tonight's game?
So I just want to mention it's been an amazing season for the Spartans. We know they have the Coach of the Year. They just awarded the rewards for this season in the Sunshine State Conference. Actually, Adrian Bush was the Coach of the Year. Also, the Defensive Player of the Year was Alan Forster, the goalkeeper. And, of course, Omar Talley as the goal scorer and the offensive player. So what about you? What can you say about this season?
It's been a great season for Tampa, and winning the Sunshine State Conference would be a great cherry on top here for conference play. But of course, they're going to be thinking ahead as well to the national tournament, even if they're not able to secure the spot in the tournament by winning the conference. As the current 9th seed in the nation, they were ranked 9 in the coaches' poll. They've got a really good shot of making it as an at-large team and possibility of doing things.
And with that being said, very well said, the game is underway. Barry has the ball. Spartans saying kicked off. Barry has the ball.
So a lot of support today for the Spartans. We know it's a great atmosphere. It's a Thursday of some soccer, and of course we all want to enjoy a semifinals because the Spartans have done an amazing season. And of course the support has to be there because we want our Spartans to go to the final. It's quite an interesting game.
Barry kicks a low line driving kick. Spartans defense been good all year. You should be looking to see from who, Mr. Wancha?
Well, I just want to say the goalkeeper, Alan Forster, was perfect actually defending the goals. He was a key and actually the main figure in the last games. But also I want to mention that the offense is pretty good. We have Omar Talley and Juan Fernandez, the 2 stars of this team. I don't know what can you say about that, whether the offense or the defense and also the midfield.
I also don't think people should sleep on Amgad Salah, just like his counterpart, Mohamed Salah of Liverpool. Both very dangerous wingers who also could see some good action tonight.
Like my friend Taylor wrote down here, Barry's season is on the line here. If they lose, they go home. They try again next year or maybe in the spring, but they get a chance in the fall next year if they lose tonight. Spartans, on the other hand, if for some reason we lose, which I don't even put bad negative energy out there, we should still be fine and be able to make the NCAA tournament. Obviously, we won the Sunshine State title. We won the Sunshine State championship based off record, tied with PBA, so it'd be nice to see. PBA, I believe, is playing over against Nova Southern at the exact same time, so we'll be giving you updates throughout tonight's game to let you know who the Spartans will play. If the Spartans do win tonight, which I don't want to jinx it, and I don't. If they win tonight and PBA loses, the Sunday game will be held here. The championship game will be held at Pepin Stadium, I believe 7 o'clock. Obviously, it's to be dated, but we'll let you know as the time goes on. Students filing in, love to see it. Go get yourself some popcorn. I believe we got some pretzels as well over at the concession stand. If you're up in your dorm, you finish your homework, or maybe you're about to go to the bar, come down here pre-game, watch a soccer game. When I say pre-game, obviously no alcoholic beverages. But my whole point is come enjoy some soccer. It's here at UT.
Yeah, and we were speaking about this season. We just want to remember that during the regular season, we had the opportunity to broadcast the University of Tampa against Barry, and UT actually won 3-1. So, of course, there's a lot of confidence. They want to get into the final, and Barry has also done a great season, taking Lynn, one of the favorites, out of the competition. So I just want to mention this is a quite interesting game, and I would surely recommend to watch it.
Yep, and Tampa's goal for this season, even though they don't need to win the conference to get into the tournament, to quote the Amazon documentary, it's all or nothing for Tampa.
It is all or nothing. Love to see it. Forrester back in goal after a hiatus, obviously last game. The man from England kicks the ball over. Spartans looking for some form of attack here. 41-57 into the, 41-53 left in the first half, I should say. The biggest flop I have ever seen in soccer just occurred. Ref looked right at it and said, no, we're not going to be calling that. Hopefully there's a little bit more fouling. Not fouling, but a little bit more calls on fouls. Last game, it was almost unrecognized. There was multiple calls that just weren't called, which we like to see middle of the road, kind of both ways, like fouls called that are obvious. But, anything you'd like to say about that last game?
Yeah, and exactly. Not necessarily about the last game, but for the fouls, it's the middle of the road. Too many fouls, you kind of ruin the flow, but too little, you miss very blatant ones.
Exactly, and this is going to be a very intense game. We know that both teams actually want to win, and they have very intense players, also very fast. I just want to mention, actually, Tampa is now playing with 4 defenders, meaning that they're going to give a lot of opportunity to the left back and the right back. Of course, Nico Gamio is going to be very important, number 4 from Uruguay, and here they have to get control also of the midfield, so quite interesting night here in Tampa.
Nonetheless, kick back to the goalkeeper from England. Ball kicked deep. Spartans, number 10, Omar Talley, looking to find a way to get the ball. Spartans trying to find an opening in this Barry University defense.
It's going to be very important for the Spartans to use, of course, the height of the defenders. We know Albert Morales and Agustin Barofio are very nice, and that's very intense. We've seen 2 plays, actually, where Nico Gamio is losing the ball, and actually Barry defender is just celebrating as if it was a goal. I'm just impressed at the passion and the intensity that we're going to see tonight.
Well, all I can say about tonight, for sure, we're going to try to see the most of Barry, because like I said, win, they advance, lose, they go home and pack their bags for next season and try again next season. I do want to mention early on in the broadcast, I said they were the Birds. They're the Buccaneers, I believe, but they have a bird as a mascot. Very confusing. Gasparilla, everyone dresses up as pirates. It's a very conflicting form of red, white, and black colors all throughout the field. So my apologies. It is the Buccaneers versus the Tampa Spartans. I always like to ask this, and I'll ask this to Taylor before you wanted to say something. Who would win in a fight, Buccaneer or a Spartan?
Depends what weapons you give the Buccaneer. The flintlock pistol could do some damage.
Ball in the air.
Over
Up
the
and over the net.
That should be out for a goal kick, but I'd give it to a Spartan if they were fighting with swords and spears and
Okay.
other swords that a Spartan would use because of that training.
Well, imagine they are playing at home, so this is Sparta. So
Exactly. It'd be in the Coliseum. As Pepin is its own Coliseum, especially for a packed crowd for a playoff night like tonight.
Anyway, Mr. Taylor, you were going to say something before I brought up that quandary of a question.
Yep. Also mentioning for through ball picked up by Forster, but Barry's jerseys as well. Apart from the short number, can be a little bit hard to see their jerseys with the all white in the back aesthetic. So it makes our job a little bit harder, but I have to say it looks well, similar to Brentford in the Premier League. And the bird in their logo is definitely the stereotypical parrot that a pirate would usually have from children's stories.
Sure,
and
of
stuff.
course. No Jack Sparrow here tonight, but who is here is Sean Quinn, and he has his own flag.
Yeah.
I have not gotten the chance to read, but we'll check it out at halftime and report back what it says. Nonetheless, I believe that's Sean Quinn. It looks like Sean Quinn from where we're standing, but we'll find out. Nonetheless, Sean Quinn is playing tonight. The man who's on FIFA, the man we've mentioned over a dozen and a half times. Very, very proud, emotional. Talk about the Spartan spirit a little bit. Fabrizio, if you don't mind, Sean Quinn
of course.
exemplifies this.
We know that this team has a lot of spirit, a lot of intensity too. They just want to show that they're the best and prove how important they are and how strong. And coming back to the colors, I just want to say I heard some of the fans saying that this is like a Liverpool and Manchester United. Both are wearing red. So, of course, the fans don't know if to wear red or white or what support, but they just know that the Spartans actually going to receive all the support because it's a very important game.
Very well said, Fabrizio. For those wondering at home, the Spartans, if you're just joining us for our first game of the year, well, one, welcome. Secondly, Spartans are wearing black, red with gold numbering. The Barry University Buccaneers are wearing a red-striped, white-type jersey. So if you're confused about the coloring situation, Spartans are in their home black uniforms that they seem to have switched to, I believe, in the beginning of the year, because I remember they used to be white. They switched it up a little bit, and ever since then, I think they got on a winning streak and have kept that sense. So nonetheless, Spartans and Barry not really finding much of an opening yet, not really any true kicks on net, or shots on net, I should say. But yeah, ball fighting in the middle of the field, Barry with the ball. Low line drive kick, stolen over by Salah. Salah tries to handle it. Ball gets away from him. Barry pushes up. And the goalkeeper, Mr. Forrester from England, looks to kick it.
Noticing as well tonight so far, Tampa has had a slight of an advantage of trying to make possessions in the final third, while Barry has been looking to hit on the counterattack. There's a reason we've seen a couple misplaced long through balls. So Barry is going to probably be a little bit less in possession as the weaker side. However, they've looked good so far, solid defensively. So we'll have to see if they can keep that up.
Barry with the ball. Pushing up the right side, Salah pressing. Nice job by Barry. Flopping once again.
The referee is actually saying it is a handball, so it is a foul, and the ball is coming back to the Spartans.
How embarrassing.
I love it. A lot of intensity, and the fans just love to see
I
it.
don't like making comments like that, but he flopped and just touched the ball. You can't use your hands. Basic number one rule of soccer. He did that. He did that. They saw it. They called it. Mr.
And
Taylor.
The reason they call it football around the world, because you can't use your hands. So that gives the Spartans a dangerous free kick, possibility to get a really nice ball into the box. No card on the play, however, so.
I was talking to my cameraman earlier. I got a flag football game after this, and maybe he overheard and thought this is what we're doing tonight. But it's just not happening here at Pepin Stadium, and a good call by the referee. Nonetheless, Sean Quinn to kick. Ball tailing back, middle of the field. Spartans looking for some form of offense to capitalize on the handball. Barry pushing up the middle of the field.
Watch out with the counterattacks. They're going to be very important in this game. Ball is out, and it's coming back to the Spartans.
I have a feeling as this game goes on, like we said, we're only 34-47 remaining here in the first half. But as this game goes on, we're going to see a lot of back and forth when it comes to emotions, considering that they are playing for a spot in Sunday's championship. Spartans obviously hoping to host it at home. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick for the Spartans.
Good start there for the left back, Nico Gamio from Uruguay. He did a fantastic job just actually covering the ball And now he's coming back to the Spartans, who actually want to control the ball. It's going to be very important to also control the midfield. They have key players there. I want to see maybe Carlos Ledon, that's actually on the bench, get some action. But for now, the Spartans are just being much more conservative, and they want to get an opportunity, which is going to be very difficult.
Barry seems to be doing most of the pressing here in the first half. They cannot seem to get a solid, clear shot on net. Ball will be out of bounds, and it will be a Barry kick.
Not a surprise to see Barry a little more aggressive, trying to hit on the counterattack and being more active in their pressure, because they know that if they fall back to Tampa, it can allow Tampa to just sit back and relax and try to control the game even further. They know they're going to be an underdog, but they also know that on any night, anything can happen. So I wouldn't expect them to stop trying to push forward, send men up, and try to find a good situation.
It's a nice night for soccer, very well said, Taylor. I look around and I just see students out the wazoo. Love to see it. If you're in your dorm rooms, don't be afraid to come down. Make sure you finish your homework first, eat your dinner, but then make sure you come down to watch some fantastic soccer that we have on this evening. Score is still 0-0 with 32:50 remaining in the first half. Barry with a throw-in. Amgadas Salah tried to take it.
That's a foul there from Nico Gamio. I believe it is the first foul actually committed by the Spartans, if I'm not wrong.
It'll also give Barry, I think, one of their first major opportunities, apart from a few really long shots that sailed over the bar harmlessly away.
More students pile in as Barry takes the kick. Low, good cross.
There was a foul, and the ball is coming back to UT.
Barry seems confused on what they were calling.
Watch out with the counter-attack.
Good line drive kick.
What a pass.
Thought might clear the Barry defense. Spartans looking for some form of offense.
Another foul.
Another foul.
Yeah.
I feel might be the same guy on Barry. We can't see with the numbers because of their candy striped jerseys.
Seems like the players just want to keep playing, actually, and the referee is just stopping actually the plays because there's too many fouls. I don't know. We know it's an intense game, but too many fouls.
Too many fouls may be warranted. I don't know. I didn't see either one of them, but nonetheless, we play on. Spartans with a throw-in.
I think that last call was a bit of ball to hand. That was called a handball in the midfield. But again, you always want to see plays develop fully instead of being interrupted by a lot of fouls. So I agree. I think a few too many to open up. Hopefully that can change.
Nonetheless, we're here at the SSC semifinal on a beautiful night, packed house, and hopefully we see some good soccer here going forward. Barry trying to come up with some form of offense. Ball seems to slowly roll out of bounds, and it does. It'll be a Barry throw-in. Barry with a throw-in to the corner, looking for, I'm assuming, some form of cross. We can't tell on our end if the ball's out of bounds. It looks like it will be another Barry throw-in. Sean Quinn charging the middle. Nice defense by the Spartans to keep the ball as far away of the goal as possible. Sean Quinn gets the ball.
Great opportunity there.
Two Barry defenders seem to have collided in a way of sorts.
No foul. Yes,
No foul. Oh, it is a foul.
So a free kick now for the Spartans.
It looked like a good form tackle, but I think he did clip part of his ankle. I'm not certain about the rule. Fabricio,
exactly.
Could you please elaborate what just happened?
Exactly, and the ball was already out, and actually there was actually a kick there over Amgad Salah, one of the key players from the Spartans. I just want to mention the free kicks are going to be very important, just as we said, because the Spartans have a lot of top players on defense. Albert Morales and Agustin Barofio going there. We're going to see some good job here from Nico Gamio, who's going to take the free kick.
Nico Gamio to take the free kick. Fans. Oh, wait. Ball. Great cross. Huge opportunity for the Spartans. Goalie jumped up and over. Hopefully no one got hurt. There was a collision. Everyone's getting up. Everyone's okay, and will be a Barry kick from the goal.
Looking at Tampa's formation so far, I think that they're lining up just a little bit differently. It seems that it very well could be a 4-2-3-1 with the attacking midfielder joining the attack more often as a striker. Because you can kind of tell with the two forwards up top, although that's not maybe the perfect thing. It's a nice through ball.
Omar Talley is charging. He is alone if he could find a way. He does not.
Yeah, and speaking of the formation, I totally agree with what you're saying. Actually, they changed the formation. We're not used to this. I believe it is also because Barry is actually pressing and they have to get more space. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting game for the Spartans actually to be physical and also to get more opportunities.
Very well said, Spartans. Defenseman with the ball. Kicking on over to Gamio. Gamio to Sala. Sala with a good move. He has
Good job there.
He has good footwork, folks. This could be a Spartan opportunity. Juancho
Fernandez into the box.
This huge opportunity for the Spartans. This is their first real attack of the night.
Go Gamio.
Gamio got pushed a little to the outside. Beautiful cross. Barry clears it a little bit. Sean Quinn there.
Tampa still has possession.
Huge opportunity for the Spartans. Potentially missed out on, but Spartans are still on the attack. Kick to the middle of the field. Good defense by Barry. Barry trying to find a way to clear it from their half of the field, and I believe they have successfully done that.
Good defense from Barry, and it was a good chance for the Spartans. However, not a clear enough opportunity for Juancho to get that shot off, and a good interception off the second crossing opportunity. But now Barry in the midfield, looking for an option as it's deflected backwards.
Taylor, I do have to ask you, I think it was a good no shot considering that the momentum still seems to be in the Spartans' way. Well, if Sean Quinn could get that. Do you think it was a good no shot by Juancho to not take the shot?
I think so as well, and at that angle, you'd probably just be giving the ball right to the defender very nicely, and especially when you have players like Sean Quinn and Amgad Salah now starting a counterattack for the Spartans, you don't need to worry wasting one or two chances.
To the left side and slowly rolling out of bounds. Very well said, Mr. Taylor.
Yeah, he actually was offside here, Amgad Salah, and speaking of Juancho Fernandez not taking the shot, I believe it was perfect because also he had a lot of pressure. Actually, 3 or 4 players were defending on him. So great decision, and the Spartans just being more offensive. Now they have to get into the box and create more opportunities just as they did.
Beautiful, beautiful. Barry with a kick.
It's also still very early days. Only still 26 minutes and a little more remaining in the first half. Tampa's a lot of time and already finding some good opportunities. It's a good sign moving forward that the Spartans will stay in control.
If you just joined us, I don't know if you're getting ready for a good Thursday night. I don't know what you're up to, but you're joining a Sunshine State Conference semifinal. Score goose egg, and if you don't know what that means, it is 0-0. Tampa hosting, obviously, this wonderful semifinal game. I've said it once, I've said it twice. I'll probably might as well say it a third time. Beautiful crowd out here tonight, and Spartans look to take a kick to be on the offensive for the second time tonight.
And speaking of a beautiful crowd, I'm looking over to my right of the commentary booth. We've got nearly a full set of stands on the right half of the field, which is great to see. You don't always see that for Spartan games, even with a pretty large crowd out for the women's soccer playoff match. Didn't have nearly as many people, but we still had a lot of loud fans, and as the game continues, I assume our fans will also get a little bit louder as well.
Beautifully said. Nonetheless, Spartans with a quick throw-in. Omar Talley with the ball. We know he can be dangerous. Beautiful pass to Captain Juancho Fernandez. Shot directly at the goalkeeper for Barry. Juancho is the captain of the team. Excellent leader. One of the best leaders the Spartans have to offer, not just in soccer, but just in sports in general. Sean Quinn may or may not have pushed him. Who knows?
It was just a throw-in. The referee says down.
Nonetheless,
with 25 minutes remaining in the first half.
Sean Quinn brings the energy game in and game out, and we love to see it up here in the broadcasting booth. Nonetheless, Barry University with a throw-in. Sean Quinn with a header. Omar Talley gets absolutely kicked square in the ACL, and that was by far is the worst call I've seen all year. The man gets kicked square in the ACL, and it's a foul on him. Nonetheless, one of the, may I say, dumber calls I have seen, but that's why they pay me to be a broadcaster and not a referee. We hope Mr. Talley is okay. We hope the guy who, I can't tell you who's on the ground for Barry, hope he's okay, but he accidentally just full on kicked Mr. Talley in the leg, and I am still very confused how that's a foul on us. If I get kicked in the face, I feel like I wouldn't be the one who would be charged with it. But again, maybe it's my lack of soccer knowledge. Fabricio, would you like to elaborate what you just saw?
Yeah, it is a very controversial play, but yeah, I totally agree. The foul was on Omar Talley there. We could see the kick, the foul. And it's just unbelievable what the referee did in that play. I just want to say I hope that the players are good, and Omar Talley seems to...
Omar Talley's still stretching. Yeah. The Barry player is up, which was good to see. Omar Talley's taking a drink. We're hoping it's not too serious. He did kick him square in the ACL region, so we hope that's not a problem. He is getting up. He may just need a quick breather. He is walking around, so is he walking off is the question.
Yeah. And speaking of that, actually 2 substitutions are happening for the Spartans. I believe that Omar Talley is going to rest. We're having Ornaldo Zakiri, who's going to come in, and also Travis Forster. He's from Tampa, so let's see how the substitutions work.
Forster was, of course, lining up beforehand to come in, but I think it's going to be Zakiri filling in immediately for Talley just to fill that role. And, yeah, because Talley, I think, will go off. They'll get some ice on the knee, and I think he'll come back a little bit later. Or, again, if they're worried about him re-aggravating that injury, they might want to save him for the upcoming national tournament or conference final, if they make it, given that Omar is one of the strongest scorers and players on the Spartans lineup.
It'll be interesting to see what they do with him. Hopefully he's okay. I don't know if they test him. I don't know how severe it is. Obviously, we don't get relayed information. We'll try to get you a check at halftime. Omar actually has the ball, looking for revenge. Passes on over. Shot. And it is just very north of the net. Spartan fan will definitely go home with a soccer ball. Looked like Omar Talley was going to get some revenge. I thought he wasn't in. Obviously, I was wrong, so he's okay. It looks like he's playing with it, so that's good. Substitutions for the Spartans.
Replacing number 11, Amgad Salah.
Substitutions for the Spartans are?
Number 13, Ornaldo Zakiri. He replaces number 8, Till Newman.
Till Newman leaves. Zakiri enters the pitch. I believe there was one more substitution. We're looking to figure out who exactly was substituted in for. Salah was out for... Salah left 15. Mr. Travis Foster, another potential goal scorer for the Spartans, entering the pitch. Jumps up in the air, completely misses. Good job by Foster just to come on in and make a quick impact. That's a foul. If I've ever seen one, this is not American football.
First yellow card of the game.
I've made that very evident. We said no hands, no tackling. I know they've been watching a lot of Buccaneers football with their recent winning. As a Saints fan, seems like it would happen. But as a Buccaneers fan, I mean, come on.
And of course,
I'm not. But
of course, you're pretty well known in hockey. That's a pretty good hockey check.
He would be great in hockey, but this is soccer, and we've made this rule for I don't know how long the game's been on. No tackling, and you don't use your hands. Those are the 2 rules of soccer. They've broken both of them tonight. We wait to see if they break any more.
Yeah, exactly, and you can see that play. There's no option actually for the defender of Barry to get that ball. It's just willing to hit Juancho Fernandez. That was terrible, but Juancho's fine, and here an opportunity for the Spartans.
Another foul! They are just... Dude, what are we doing, Barry? I understand you don't like us, but, you don't have to hurt our players. I don't know if that's what they're trying to do, but that's... The last 3 have just seemed very, very coincidental.
I will say good sportsmanship on that last foul. The Barry player did help Parpori out. That being said, again, tactical fouling, it is a possibility. Barry knows they're an underdog, and maybe they rather try to take those set pieces on. They've been good at defending them so far, and rather than giving them open holes.
Spartans with a huge opportunity. I did want to say, I'm not saying they're trying to hurt our players. It just seems back to back to back. So I didn't want to make that sound like that. But what I am saying is that they obviously are being very physical tonight. Omar Talley amazingly flips up. If that's one of those moments you see in the NFL where they're in sync or how they get up, that will be playing on loop. Check it out at Tampa Spartans on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. They put all the content out from all the games. You may hear us. You may hear Taylor. You may hear Fabricio. You may hear Mr. Davis. You may hear Mr. Jack Ike on baseball, as well as myself. So go check it out. Go check out TampaSpartans.com as well. But like I said, absolutely insane night tonight. A lot of crazy things happening. This is going to be a good game. Nonetheless, Spartans and Barry fighting for the ball, and a foul called against the University of Tampa. And anything you guys would like to say?
Good start for Tampa so far. They've had more chances, and Barry's done well in the counterattack, and they are definitely playing physical. But again, Barry, they're playing with nothing to lose. This could be their very last match of the season. So they're obviously going to be giving it everything. They're going to take the risks that, Tampa might not, given that they know they have multiple games. They wouldn't want their players to get in too many physical altercations because a longer-term injury could be disastrous for them.
And I never wanted to say they were trying to target, but I would say they are being super physical and maybe had some personal fouls. Now, I don't think they were obviously going after certain players, but I think they are going for hard fouls. They might have watched the tape from last week and thought, hey, anything goes here at Pepin Stadium. The refs tonight obviously tell them that's not the case. Nonetheless, the Spartans looking for the ball, looking for an attack. We're here with 20:47 remaining in the first half. Score is still 0-0, or as my grandfather likes to say it, goose egg to goose egg. Nonetheless, Barry looking to press up the left side, looking for a hole or maybe a cross. Ball pushed just too far out, and it will be a goal kick for Mr. Forrester.
Yeah, and I believe that the Spartans are actually defending very well. Not a lot of opportunities now for Barry, and the Spartans just doing well with Juancho Fernandez and Omar Talley. They've had quite opportunities, and they just have to be strong. They have to be physical. Understand that Barry, of course, might do a lot of fouls, but this is part of it. It's the semifinals. They want to win whatever it takes, and same for the Spartans. They just have to do all or nothing, just as we said.
Barry staying active on the offensive. They seem to get to the 3/4 line, but can't seem to get it across to get any shots on net. Spartans.
No foul over or
no
those
foul.
Interiors, so it's going to be a throw-in for Barry University.
Referees have been hot and cold tonight. They've been both. They've been either really good or really bad, and that's just, there's nothing you're going to expect. This is college soccer at the Division II level, so thank you guys for obviously coming out. Anyone who's ever reffed a game here this year, we like to make fun of them. It's fun up here, but nonetheless, it is hard being the referee. But Juancho Fernandez with an opportunity to Omar Talley. Back to Juancho, or at least like he was looking for him. Ball went out of bounds off, I believe, Juancho, so that will be a Barry throw-in.
Just want to mention one of the key midfielders from this team is Carlos Ledon. He started on the bench. He's from Mexico City, and he's about to get some minutes. I just want to see who's going to get off the pitch. But this could be a good substitution to control the midfield and, of course, keep pushing forward.
Here's Barry with a lofted through ball that will go out. Tampa will get a goal kick, and that will allow the substitution of the new midfielder to come onto the field.
Number 20,
So Carlos Ledon is coming in.
Substitution for Tampa. Now into the game is number 20, Carlos Ledon.
Everyone gives a quick
He
clap.
replaces number 6, Tim Kraft.
Tim Kraft, not to be confused with the Kraft mac and cheese that some students may be eating in their dorm room. Leaves the pitch.
From Germany. We have a lot of German players in the team.
This is a very true statement. Very well-cultured crew we have here. Spartans, a lot of German influence. We have someone from Switzerland, Hungary, UK, Mexico, Alabama, Venezuela, Ohio, Uruguay, Florida, of course, and Spain, and Costa Rica. In England, obviously. So we have a very, very well diverse team here for the Spartans. Mr. Talley with the ball.
Great start there by the Mexican Carlos Ledon. He did a fantastic play there on the wing. And now the ball has to be for the Spartans.
That has to be for the Spartans. Yeah, the ref was right in front of it, saw the deflection, and still decided Barry. I don't know what they missed. I could see it from up here. She had a closer view. Nonetheless, the call's the call. Barry with a throw-in about midfield.
I'm surprised that the line ref over here ruled it in favor of Barry because I think that was very clearly off a Barry player. Should have been Spartans' ball. But Spartans won it back, and Barry will have to reset.
Zakuri racing after the ball. Interesting choice by the Barry goalkeeper to kick it. Barry, Odell Beckham's the soccer ball. I don't see what they don't understand. I mean, we can't just throw the ball like that. Barry has their ways. This is a Sunshine State matchup. I don't know if it was a rivalry per se, but they sure as heck seem like they want one. Nonetheless, Juancho Fernandez, the captain, with the ball.
Good way to turn.
Nice turn upfield. Makes A critical pass.
He's into the box.
Beautiful pass. One
Great
up
opportunity.
and
Great
over
chance
the
there.
white post. This is not American football, like I've mentioned 3 times before. That would have been 3 points, but nonetheless, no points, no goals, 0-0. Spartans tied with Barry.
Yeah, but Juancho has been very present. We know he's the key.
Beautiful
center
opportunity.
Forward. Yeah.
I don't hate the move. Just went a little high and up.
Yeah,
and
the
over
move was
that.
amazing. He just delivers the pass into the wing, and then he's over there. A fantastic run. Good opportunity with only 16 minutes remaining. The Spartans still doing some pressure, still being offensive. I'm sure they're gonna get a goal before the halftime, and they have to.
Yeah, but that was the first great, I'd say, chance for the Spartans. Unfortunately, again, volleys are incredibly difficult. Wancho barely couldn't keep it on target. But if he can keep finding those runs and finding space in the box, we know that he can usually finish quite often.
Foul,
Counted him to miss a
potentially.
lot of them.
No foul called. Ball will be out of bounds. Tally.
Barry University should not make Omar Tally angry. We know of his
What?
abilities,
It's like you never tell someone to relax or calm down. I understand the referee trying to do that, but it's like if I'm mad, you don't tell me to relax. You just, be like, hey, maybe we stop or something. The last thing you say is relaxing. Sean Quinn, no foul was called. Barry ball. I thought the same. Very physical game tonight, nonetheless.
And not a surprise. A lot of attention for the playoffs and a little bit aggressive. I think that's going to be on Sean Quick for the very aggressive interception attempt there.
He can I don't know. I can't lift my leg that high, but nonetheless, UFC-like-esque kick. Obviously looking for the ball, not intentional, but still, I think a good call by the refs to call that. Nonetheless, Spartans middle of the field. Oh, Barry middle of the field. Ball is stolen. Sean Quinn hunting for that ball. Very good defense by the Spartans.
The ball is for Barry. So
The Spartans obviously think that they had it. I don't know what I was seeing that they were seeing differently, but
Yeah, I think that it is a fair call to give it to Barry there. I think it came off the Spartan defender. I think he was thinking he hadn't touched it last. But it's no problem for the Spartans. Now it is, because they did lose it after a nice interception. Barry trying to bring it up. Should go off the Tampa defender. Another chance for Barry to try to spark an attack. But Tampa's defense has been rock solid. The old Spartan shield not cracking under any of the Bucks' pressure.
Barry not excited about what just happened. Not really sure what just happened. Omar Tali, I thought was left alone. Ball was kicked a little too short. Mr. Foster making a punch for
great
the
play.
net. Foster, shot! Left of the net. Everyone up, standing, anticipating a goal. Good shot by Foster to take on a 4-on-1 type of opportunity. Shot left of the net. I hate to cut you off. Just saw what happened.
it was unbelievable. He had Omar Tally on his left, but he decided to take a shot, and that was very good, actually. More opportunities coming from the Spartans, so quite enjoyable to see.
And we like to mention Omar Tali is one of the bigger goal scorers on this team, but it's not to be noted that Foster is also a very good goal scorer in his own right. Watch out for, obviously, Salah. In the last game when they played on September 18th here at home, Tali, Salah, and Wancho were the 3 that scored. The one that scored from Barry was by the name of Jordy Damon. So look out for those goal scorers, but also look out for Foster. We've seen a lot of goals from him here as the season goes on. There's a foul that goes against Barry, and Spartans will have the ball at midfield.
And greatly said. And as, of course, Tampa has been building more chances, they've been trying to exploit the wings and exploit good through balls, almost kind of going a little bit less possession-oriented and more counterattack based. It's really worked out so far, as they've been able to catch a few good opportunities. Now,
Omar Tally with the ball. Shot off a player. Tally kicks hard, so that probably will leave a bruise.
It's going to be a corner kick. One of the players was kind of mad because Omar Tally didn't deliver the ball to him. So now a corner kick and an opportunity for the Spartans.
Here we go, folks.
Let's go.
Everyone, silence. Let's await potentially the first goal of tonight's game. I'm feeling it. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it.
Watch the far post runs, I think. Possibly trying to find some near post. Corner kicks, always beautiful to watch.
The tall play is outside of the box.
Spartans. This is Sparta. Oh, I was so off. Spartans still have a chance.
Carlos Ledon controls it and decides to deliver to the goalkeeper.
Sometimes the safest thing to do is allow the goalkeeper to recycle. He's found a good pass.
To Zakuri. Zakuri
The ball is out, yeah.
almost kept it in bounds. Still out of bounds. Try to get some mojo going. I've tried to get a chant going all year. I've been 0 for like 9. We're going to see if we can get it going here in a second. Spartans looking to keep some good defense. Rendon from Mexico kicks it over. Zakiri.
Foul over Ronaldo Zakiri. A lot of intensity in that side, and Nico Gano decides to do it fast, but not a great chance. And now it's going to be a free kick for the Spartans.
I don't know. I don't understand.
Yeah.
They've played soccer games before. It seems like you should understand. It's the ball you should kick, not the player.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe Barry learns other things. We aren't
I
at
do
their
say, I
practices.
think Ronaldo felt that there was a little bit too much of a push from Barry, so he kind of facilitated going down partially. Not necessarily a full-out dive, but a little bit rough on the challenge. He said, hey, don't mind if I win myself a free foul there. Tampa, not able to open up a chance yet, but they still control possession, and now a chance for Forster to send it up.
Nonetheless, the man from England, Mr. Forrester, with the ball. Kicks it on over.
It isn't that Barry wants to hurt the Tampa players or injure them. It's just that they're doing actually some late work.
Ball to Juancho Fernandez. Hate to cut you off real quick. Sean Quinn with the ball. Stepping up.
Shifts to the right side.
Shifts to the right side. Spartans trying to find any angle to get this ball past the Barry defense. Potential cross.
Oh, it's going to be a corner kick.
Another opportunity here for the Spartans.
So again, they have to take a lot of advantage of the corner kicks, their free kicks. They're going to be very important. We know that the semifinals and the finals are always very tense games. So you just have to take every opportunity that you have.
We've seen no intention, obviously, for them to hurt the players, but we've seen intentions that they're going to be very physical here tonight. Barry, like I said, has a lot to play for. They win, they advance, they lose, they go home. Spartans, on the other hand, if they lose, they should still be in the NCAA tournament. So still like to win the championship. Corner kick up in the air. Spartans, opportunity, almost snuck in. Luckily, a Barry defender was there. Another shot.
Another great opportunity.
I'm going to try to get a chant going. You guys continue the proceedings.
Barry will be able to line up for a goal kick, and as you said earlier, Fabricio, Barry's
for
not
5.
trying to hurt any of the Tampa players. When I've even mentioned for technical fouls, it's to try to disrupt the flow of play and to stop Tampa from converting chances. Both teams still have respect for each other. They're not trying to send a player to the hospital. That's just, well, in Australia you'd call it being a modest. You wouldn't want to do that. So obviously, they're going to be physical, they're going to get into challenges, but obviously at the end of the day, you don't want to see anyone injured, especially for the players. So
Nonetheless,
they're a little rough.
Very well said. Barry on the attack, making moves. Barafio
Oh, great job there.
playing fantastic defense all year.
Amazing.
Good move, good play.
There's
Good.
a reason they call him the Buffalo.
Good defense by the Spartans.
That was a great play for the Spartans in defense there. They're able to win the ball, get the throw in, and again, great defense there, able to bring it up. And a good challenge there from Barry to send it out for the Tampa throw-in. It was a clean tackle.
As time winds down here in the first half, we have 8:18 remaining in this SSC semifinal. Spartans and Barry are all notched up 0-0. We'll have an update soon from the Nova Southern versus PBA game happening at the same time. Barry on the attack. Spartans trying to keep the defense alive. Barry with an
watch out
opportunity
there.
here.
Watch
Shot left of the net. Seemed to have got a piece of his foot.
Omar Talley got subbed off. He might be fresh for the second half.
I think that's a smart move. Only 7:44 remaining. The players that are on the pitch are perfectly able to score a goal, play fantastic defense. So I think a great move by the coach, Mr. Smith.
I have to say, as Tampa sets up for their goal kick, it's a beautiful night out here. I was up a couple nights ago on Monday night when the Tampa women's soccer sadly lost with 23 seconds until penalties in double overtime. But it was a little bit chilly. I was shivering a little bit during the extra time period, so it's nice to have a nice warm Thursday night for some great footy soccer action.
Love to see it. Spartans at the midway point. Juancho Fernandez. Smart. That just shows experience. He let the two Barry defenders run into one another and just to see if there would be an opening. You just can't teach stuff like that. He's a fantastic captain, and he knows a lot about the game of soccer. His IQ is through the roof when it comes to football, and I'm assuming as well as school. Nonetheless, Spartans, fantastic defense.
Yeah, the defense has been very solid in this first half. Major props to Agustin Barofio. They call him the Buffalo. There's a reason for that.
Is there a reason that you could say on air?
You can see he's just so big, fantastic while playing some soccer.
Didn't know if he liked Buffalo Wild Wings or there's maybe a story behind that, but nonetheless, that's a good reason, the Buffalo. Interesting that I just noticed this from Barry's uniforms. I don't know who made this mistake, but between the pinstripes in the front, on the back they have white on white numbers, so they have numbers, but we can't see them because they're white. Yeah. And it's going Spartans' way. Penalty against Barry. 6:05 remaining here in the first half. Spartans 0, Barry as well 0. Sean Quinn with the ball. Kick to the right side. Barafio with the ball. Kicked over to Gamio. Gamio says, hey, back to you. Barafio jukes a man out. Fantastic footwork by the Spartans. Of course, till then, but nonetheless, Barry with a quick throw in. Barafio, just fantastic defense by number 3. He just really understands how to play defense.
Watch out with that mistake.
Don't really know what he was trying to do there. Nonetheless, Barry looking for a cross opportunity.
Oh, and
that's a goal. It's a goal there. And Barry is up 1-0 as we go closer to half. Spartans are perfectly fine. We're perfectly okay. But I do want to say, it just snuck on in. There's nothing you could have done about it. It'll be interesting. This is when you see who teams are, is in these moments. Everyone's packed out. It's a semifinal at home against a team that needs to win this game. It's going to show the strength and the character of the Spartans here from these 5-10 minutes till halftime and then for the 45 minutes after. So it'll be interesting to see how the Spartans react. Will they fold or will they surprise us and score 2 goals like they've been doing all year?
Yeah, and you can see that Barry actually got one opportunity and they scored. So this is very important in soccer. You can have the possession of the ball, you can have all the opportunities, but the thing is to get the ball into the back of the net. So of course the Spartans have to be much more aggressive for the second half. I believe that we've seen during the season they will have reason to come back.
Yep, and taking a look at that goal, I think it came off Tampa being a little nervous, trying to be a little conservative with the ball. I don't think they needed to. They could have, I think, brought it back to Forster and tried to send it up. However, they were trying to be a little defensive for a few seconds, and it actually ironically gave a good offensive chance for Barry. And as we see, it's now 1-0. Foul on Tampa, and Barry will now get a chance.
Barry with a throw-in. They're going to try to obviously waste time. As you see, he just acted like he was going to kick it. They're slowly jogging. It's a smart play, nonetheless, happens a lot in soccer. Wasting of time. Nonetheless, Barry spends about 30 seconds on the kick, and the ball is kicked off.
Yeah, the best for Barry is just to keep the score as these during the halftime. But the Spartans are going to be very aggressive in the second half. We've seen that during the season. And that's a foul.
I don't know if that's... I mean, it's one of those ones where you're like...
the referee actually said it is the ball for the Spartans.
And it's a yellow card given to Barry. Fantastic. Love to see it.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. They always play with... It's a weird thing. I don't know. Anyway, quick to Barafio. What's happened? What are we doing?
Oh, yeah, I believe that the referee...
This referee seems to... Well, I mean, I don't know what... Oh, let's walk back 3 inches. That makes a huge difference. I don't understand. I don't watch enough soccer to understand if that was obviously that much of a needed thing, but it seems like a little bit too much. But nonetheless...
Yeah, I would say he's kind of exaggerating. You know, he's very intense. It's semifinals.
That's
4
true.
minutes remaining.
Understood. Nonetheless, Sean Quinn, ball middle of the field, tosses over to Barafio. Barafio, as time kicks down, 4:28 remaining in the first half. Sean Quinn
Great job
finding a way to get some open space for the Spartans. Spartans would be a great opportunity to score a goal. My classmate and Spartans teammate, fantastic play to get a corner kick. And this is a huge opportunity. Try to get another chant going. 0 for 7. I will not get one going. No one likes to listen to my claps nonetheless. Classmate, marketing classmate, Spartans teammate Becker kicks it on a line drive.
Another corner
and we'll
kick.
be doing it all over again.
And I just want to say the assistant coach actually from the Spartans was asking for the defensive players to get into the box. They want to score before the halftime. That's going to be very important for them.
Very well said. Spartans on the corner kick. Ball in the air, a little bit better of a corner. Popped off. Was it off a Barry player? It was not. Barry will slowly take their time. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Taking his
7,
time,
8, 9,
Prime
10,
Brexit ball
11,
here from the Barry
12,
Buccaneers.
13, 14, 15. Let's check the weather. 18, 19, 21. Apparently good enough to kick. 24 seconds, and the ball was kicked off. I think
Only a
that's
couple-
smart move, but
Only a
nonetheless.
couple seconds slower, I'd say, than a normal kick, but expect time wasting, expect 5 in the back, expect Barry to park the living crap out of that bus for the second half.
Zakuri with the ball. Opportunity again for the Spartans. A little kick too far. Gamio kicks it back in. Foster.
Great fight.
Fantastic job. Barry with the ball. 2:50 counting down for the first half. Zakuri.
No foul there.
Foster. Zakuri. Playing good defense. Trying to leave no opening. Ball out of bounds.
That's what the Tampa and the Spartans actually are doing because of the pressure. Quite fantastic. Now a throw in. Carlos Ledon
Where's
wasn't for the
Spartacus
ball.
when you need him?
Ledon getting the ball. Very good play there by the Barry University player.
Barry playing for their lives.
We all want to see
Drinking
Omar
a
Talley.
sip of water.
Everything, taking his time, you know. We just want to see Omar Talley in the second half.
Might as
also.
well check the textbooks on handballs and tackling while you're at it. No foul was called. Don't see what he missed. Nonetheless, ball is in the air. Spartans know that it would be crucial or a huge opportunity for them. I'm saying the wrong words right now. It would be a huge opportunity for the Spartans to score before half, but there's only a minute 52 remaining. But don't count the Spartans out just yet. Juancho Fernandez has scored with the final second as a half before, so it's not over till the bell is over. Beautiful throw in by Zakuri. Juancho Fernandez, the man I was just talking about, with the ball. Passes it over to Sean Quinn. Sean Quinn thinks it's a smart way to pass it out to Barafio. Barafio kicks it on over. Spartans trying the right side. Minute 27 remaining here in the first half. Sean Quinn with a little bit of open space. Charging. Beautiful kick to Zakuri. Zakuri. That should be a penalty. No call is made. Barafio with the ball. Minute 15. Counting down. Middle of the field. Ball kicked.
It's going to be a throw-in.
And it will be a throw-in. That might be the end of the half.
Yeah, I'm sure that was the last opportunity for the Spartans during
1 minute remaining.
1 minute remaining.
1 minute remaining in the first half of this Sunshine State Conference semifinal first half.
For Tampa to be able to get something, they're going to need to intercept or get a win off the throw-in. It's going to be headed up in the air. Chance for Barry. They'll clear it, but picked back up by Tampa.
Barafio with a very nice header. Spartans still have some time left to try to salvage one shot on goal. They're going to have to do it quickly as there is 34 seconds remaining here in the first half. Spartans' lights have gone out on the baseball field, which changes the lighting a little bit. Barry taking a shot. Good, fantastic job by our goalie. That seems like it would be an easy thing to save, but on the line's hard to judge. The man from England does a nice job kicking the ball super far. 14 seconds are remaining. Spartans may still have time to get a shot off. Throw the ball as far as you can. Spartans
Juancho.
with a chance. Juancho!
That was a good
Beautiful
try.
chance, beautiful shot. We go to halftime with Barry leading 1-0 in the Sunshine State
That's a great
semifinal.
shot attempt, and don't go to halftime yet. It was a great stuff to open up for the Spartans. However,
Barry University 1, Tampa 0.
Barry was able to get the opening goal, but Tampa's still pretty aggressive, pushing hard. Expect a bit of bus parking from Barry, and Tampa going to need to bring the cannons out to blow it up and try to take the lead.
My name's Tate Gephardt alongside
Fabrizio Mejia.
Taylor Sorthy.
Nonetheless, come back for the second half. We need a loud and ruckus crowd. Your Spartans are down by 1. They can come back. They've come back, but we need your help. If you're in your dorm, if you're done studying, make an excuse to come down, watch us play. Before you go out for it, have yourself a nice Thursday night yourself. This is the Sunshine State semifinal game. You're watching on TampaSpartans.tv. Go enjoy a nice break. Do whatever you got to do. Drink some water. Be safe. We'll see you here in the second half. everyone, is, of course, take part. If you're here for halftime, how's it going? Just wanted to say today is Veterans Day. We made a point early on in the broadcast. But thank you to anyone who's ever served this fine country, the US of A. You mean the absolute world. For what you guys do, we are able to enjoy school, enjoy meals, and enjoy life. So thank you guys so much for serving in any way the U.S. military. This is a day that celebrates you, so thank you. With that being said, hopefully your Tampa Spartans can pull one out here tonight. I've seen it happen. It's able to be done. We just have to see what Spartans team shows up here tonight. Will they, come back, take it as one? Because, like I said, they could still easily make that NCAA tournament. So, nonetheless, is that Sean Quinn?
Yep.
The sign says 319 Relentless. It's Sean Quinn. We were talking about the flag earlier. But I just quickly wanted to say thank you to the veterans, like I mentioned. Want to bring up the sign that we previously mentioned, and hopefully we see a Spartans team that's hungry like they just lost. We did a broadcast earlier in the year where the Spartans lost 3-0, and that could have been the turning point. If we see a team that played the next game after that, if we see that Spartans team, we're going to win tonight's game, that I promise you. It just depends if they're deflated or if they're coming out with some energy. Students, if you're still here, if you're hearing us, please come out. I've said it once. I've said it probably 300 times. You're probably sick of listening to me. So if you're sick of listening to me, come on here. Come support your Spartans. Really would mean a lot here on this Thursday night. It's a lovely night. Bring some food. Bring some snacks. Have a good time with some of your peers. Maybe we'll see an appearance by President Vaughn. Who knows? Maybe I'm starting a rumor. Maybe I'm not. Who knows? You can only find out if you come down to Pepin Stadium. Nonetheless, I need to see Spartacus, Mr. Colby. Is he here? Who knows? Harrison Taylor, fantastic job on the graphics. Shout out to our cameraman. Shout out to all the people at Tampa Spartans Athletics. Before we officially do go to halftime, we have 11:22 till you actually hear us again. But I do want to say follow us on Tampa Spartans, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. They do a fantastic job over there, and they spend a lot of time doing that. So it means the world if you go over, give a quick follow so you can be up to date on any events. Like I said, check to me with games going on currently, Nova Southern and PBA, to see if we happen to pull this off, who will be playing Sunday. Obviously, we need to win this game to advance, but leads 1-0, so if that stands as finals, it's still the first half. But if it ends 1-0, regardless, if the Spartans do win, they will travel to PBA. If PBA wins, if they lose, they will obviously play here Sunday night, and we'll need to pack this place. But we need to come back first, and we'll see here in the second half. Taylor, anything before we cut off completely?
Not really, but yeah, home field advantage on the line, but home field advantage won't matter if the result doesn't change here at Pepin Stadium. So, exciting 45 and maybe more coming up.
If you're a parent or if you're someone of a relative of this, we're going to turn the volume off. There's been no ads. We're having an issue with ads up here. So, you're just going to hear silence, and you'll hear us back in 9 minutes and 57 seconds. Talk to you soon. Bye. I got it. Well, folks, we have 35 seconds. Might as well join you. I'm pumped, excited to see this comeback by your University of Tampa Spartans. Students stuck around, so if you're lagging behind, might as well get down here to Pepin Stadium. Come support your Spartans. We're down 1-0 currently, but that looks to be changing here shortly after. We have 10 seconds. I'll count it down for you. Well, 9, 8, 7, 6. As Steve Carell says, loud noises. We have 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are ready to play some second half Thursday SSC semifinal action. I've said that too much already, but as the sound does play, this is in fact Sparta. The Spartans look ready. They look energized. This is going to be a very competitive second half. I'm glad you're joining with us. This is going to be a fantastic time for both you, the viewer, and me, the broadcaster. My name's, of course, take part as my broadcast team huddles around me. We have Taylor with us currently. We have Fabricio talking to his fan base of many people. Fabricio, very well known in the soccer community. Taylor as well.
Fabricio's always got a lot of fans.
It's Fabricio. It's just, it speaks for itself.
Obviously.
He's.
Who wouldn't love Fabricio? Let's be honest.
His name's Fabricio. My name's Tate. It stops. It's like
maybe not as cool as Fabrizio
Tate.
Romano, but yeah.
Nah, it's still Fabricio. It's Tate, Tate. Yeah. Fabricio. That's an awesome name.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And for me, it's Taylor. Everyone confuses me for a girl's name.
Oh, you're not.
Or calls me Tyler. So
you're the second best Taylor I know besides Taylor Swift. Nonetheless, Fabricio here.
Hey, what's up, guys? A second half here in between the Spartans.
We were saying some
Barry
horrible
University.
things about you, by the way.
Yeah?
Just horrible
I
things.
get that,
You have a large fan base here. I just came out to support. Love to see it. We kid, we joke, we kid. We are here for second half action. Spartans have 44-48 to at least put one on the board and send this to overtime, or nonetheless maybe take the dub. But we need the Spartans to come back in a big way. This is a Sunshine State semifinal game. There will be a game held Sunday. The Spartans are looking to be a part of that game. Like we mentioned, if you missed us before the broadcast, PBA is taking on Nova Southeastern. If PBA wins, we win. We play at Nova Southeastern. Nova Southeastern wins, we win. We play, obviously, here Sunday at Pepin Stadium. And if we don't win and they don't win, well, it doesn't really matter, does it? And we'll figure out the playoff schedule as it comes out. Nonetheless, with that being said, what do you guys expect to see here in the second half?
I expect to see more intensity from the Spartans. We know they did a very good first half. We can see that it was only a mistake on defense that actually has now Barry winning. But I believe that the Spartans have to be much more accurate and efficient when taking the shots. Juan Fernandez and Omar Tali being also more accurate. But yeah, they have to be offensive, also have a lot of intensity, because this is going to be very tough. Imagine if the season ends. That wouldn't be the best way to end the game.
It wouldn't be. I'm very confused what is happening. Oh, so we have to move over another 5 feet because this is, dude, very strange. This middle referee seems to be very obsessed about the placement of it, which I respect, but at the same time very confused. For those wondering, the Spartans flip goals with Barry as they do, and Spartans will be shooting towards the recreation center as Barry will be shooting towards the baseball field.
That was a good play in the midfield as Barry now open up a chance. But honestly, not expecting to see Barry really trying to attack too much in the second half. Obviously, they're the underdog with a good lead. They're going to take advantage of their attacking opportunities, but expect for them to try to be wasting time on every single stoppage and possibly even driving to 5 in the back later on in the match as they want to control this lead to get what would be a very nice upset. They've played well so far, and they earned the goal off the unfortunate error from Tampa.
Very well spoken. Hope we don't actually see that from my personal view. Nonetheless, Fabricio, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, of course, I totally agree on that. And also, the Spartans just have to remain calm because we know they're going to be very intense, but just be careful with the fouls, not make us the first half.
Salah with a nice kick backwards, sorry.
And also, speaking of the referee, he has to understand that this is a game actually of a lot of intensity, so of course he has to be strict because we don't allow any type of very tough physical contact, but of course he has to understand that this is soccer too, and it's part of it, you know?
Nonetheless, very well said. We move forward. Barry with the ball. Salah trying to play good defense. Good job by Barry to keep the ball in play. Very nice kick. Very nice kick on that end by the Spartans, number 2.
Yeah, it's a great tackle there from Albert Morales from Barcelona. I mean, that was a great tackle to get in there and disrupt the chance and prevent what could have been a dangerous cross-in because even every time you get to the corner, it doesn't look like it's dangerous. But when you got people in the box and you can whip a good ball in, we saw Wancho miss one of those chances out wide earlier.
This is, in fact, a throw-in, and a very risky header by the Spartans. I don't understand the thought process behind that, but nonetheless, ball kicked to the left side. Barry looking for a cross, goes very far, very wide, and that should have been out of bounds. I guess the ref didn't agree with what I was looking at.
Huge pass.
But Barry looking to score their second goal of the night. Dangerous for the Spartans.
Watch out here.
Spartans need to stop. Okay, with that, ball goes north of the net. Spartans looking for their first goal of the evening. Right here, right now, 42-13, counting down here in the second half of this Sunshine State Conference semifinal.
That's the type of shot that the Spartans are going to want to give up. They'll give Barry some looks from outside. It'll be hard for them to keep it on target. And Forrester, of course, can also make some acrobatic saves. But what Tampa's going to need is those high XG, high probability chances, and to convert them.
Spartan with a throw-in, pass outside, and it'll be a Barry throw-in. Currently, as we're speaking, for those wondering, after this game, feel free to check on the Thursday night football action happening between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins, kicking off right now on Fox. They're doing the ceremony for the Veterans Day. Like I said once, twice, I'll say it a third time. Can't say it enough. Thank you for all the veterans who have served this great nation. Nonetheless, the Spartans, Omar Talley, pressing up.
He's back in the game, looking for some opportunity.
Pass to Sala.
Too short.
Too short. Barry pushing down the left side. Good through-in ball. Barry looking for a cross.
He was offside. Yeah, he was offside.
Barry was offsides. Kicked it in the net. Potentially should be a yellow card.
No yellow card, I think, on that offside.
Oh, I thought they was putting out a yellow card. Well, no, I thought because he kicked the ball in the net after they called the foul. Referees tend to not like that. But nonetheless, nothing was called. Spartans looking for something. More fans entering the pitch, so maybe my plea for everyone to come on down actually worked. Thank you guys for tuning in with us. If you couldn't, maybe you're studying. Thank you for showing out. We cannot thank you all enough. It means the world to us. Spartans pushing up the left side, looking for a form of offense. Referee is in the way. Ball's going down the right side. Sala looking to make moves. Sala pushing through. Barry with not many options.
Great job.
Good job. Good defense by the Spartans. Barry pushing.
And that has to be a foul over Sean Quinn. Oh, what a way to come out of that play.
No foul was called. Spartans continue to press on.
Yeah, probably would have let him play on in that situation as Tampa had the ball, but yeah, rough challenge. Probably should have been a foul. Doesn't matter here. Tampa now has a throw-in as they keep possession, trying to find an equalizer to start off the scoring for the second half.
Spartans pushing up the left side. Ball out of bounds. It will be a Barry throw-in. Or at least looks like it. Yep, it is.
As you were mentioning a little bit earlier, fans have poured in, and you can see the right side of the stands is completely full. You can't see it on the broadcast, but nearly every single spot on that bench has been taken. So you can tell a lot of student support here.
Very well said. Spartans with the ball going to the left side. Sean Quinn has it at the moment. Good through ball to Omar Talley. Just a little bit too strong, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll be a Barry kick. Spartans need something, a spark. Maybe we get someone to get the fans going. I don't know. We have a lot of fans, not a lot of cheering. Obviously, they don't have a lot to cheer for at the moment, but the Spartans faithful needs to be heard. I think that may make a difference in tonight's game. Barry pushes over. Sean Quinn says, nope, I'm going to take this. Good pass to number 9, Juancho Fernandez. Huge opportunity right here, right now. Amgad Salah with the shot.
Oh, huge chance.
Beautiful save by Barry.
That's a great shot on goal from Amgad Salah. Opened it up, tried to fire it near post. Great read from Barry's keeper to be able to parry it out. But chance is not dead. Tampa's got a corner, and they will line up and try to whip it in. Great play from Tampa to find Salah, get open. And even though he is clinical a lot of the time, just like his Egyptian counterpart, Mohamed, fortunately, he couldn't find the back of the net that play.
Omar Talley will be taking a crucial corner kick. The 38-17 remaining in the second half.
Here it is.
Quick pass on over. Omar Talley with the ball.
Oh, what a play.
Beautiful touch inside.
A penalty.
A penalty.
No, the referee said the ball is for Barry University.
There was no penalty called inside the box. I don't know what he didn't see there. And honestly, you guys take it away because I can't say the words that I want
As
to.
a Tampa fan, you know, you'd always say, well, there was some contact. But as someone who's trying to watch the game from a neutral perspective, I think it's fair to give it a goal kick. He went down a little easier than you normally would on a challenge. But again, you're wanting to find that goal. And in a tight game like this, you can't blame him for trying to get it. And against a very more aggressive ref, very well could have won that penalty.
Nonetheless, very well said, very well spoken. Spartans, Sean Quinn says, nope, we're going to get this goal right here, right now. Omar Talley with a beautiful through. Huge opportunity. Salah kicks middle. Spartans, opportunity.
No foul there.
No foul called. Spartans are cracking that door open, They're trying to steal that Buccaneers chest of gold. Couldn't think of a better analogy. Nonetheless, Spartans are on the offensive. Barry with a quick throw-in.
And I like the intensity from the Spartans. We knew they had to be much more aggressive in the second half, and they're doing it. And you were speaking about the support that the fans are giving. I feel as the minutes are moving and actually advancing, there's more support for the Spartans.
There are more support, and the Spartans are seeing more open attacks because they are pressing a little bit harder. Foster doing a fantastic job of creating space. Salah, corner kick for the Spartans. Another huge opportunity. Spartans are on the attack, and they are ready to score and tie this game up right here, right now. 36-30 remaining here in the second half of the Sunshine State Conference semifinal, and a huge opportunity here for the Spartans. Omar Talley looks to kick a lone line drive and hopefully a Spartan header, or might do a quick kick. Looks like it might be a kick directly towards the middle of the goal. Number 10, Omar Talley is ready, and the kick.
Oh, yeah.
Deflected. Salah, amazing footwork.
The ball into the box.
Another ball back into the box.
Agustin.
It's in! That should be a goal! How is that not a goal? What are we missing? What am I not seeing that is happening currently on the pitch? Did that not go in? Do we have VAR?
We would need to check our VAR, but I think the goalie barely kept it over the line. It has to fully cross the plane. And the side ref over on that right corner had a really good view at it, so I highly doubt he would have gotten that call wrong.
Nonetheless, ball critically kicked. Spartans still on the attack. I thought that went in. I understand it has to be fully over the line. Who knows? We have review. We'll review it later. Wow. Sean Quinn.
Yeah, I agree here with Taylor. Actually, that was a play very controversial, but the referee had a very good view. So in the end, I believe from a neutral point, it wasn't a goal. Now the Spartans actually create more opportunities. Watch out with this.
Barry pushing up. If they can keep track of the ball. Good save by the Spartan goalie. I would agree with you, but I did witness also a referee look at a ball that hit off a Barry defender and give the ball back to Barry, so I have a hard time believing. Nonetheless, they are paid to be referees, so I'm going to be quiet on the moment about that. Nonetheless, it's something we probably could look at a little later on if maybe the Spartans don't win here tonight. Super Spartan save. Looking at this replay right now. We're looking at a replay off an iPhone.
I believe it wasn't a goal, yeah.
It wasn't a goal. Nonetheless, Spartan faithful thought so. Very good job by Taylor for recording. We're looking at it right now. We're under the hood. And what it looks like, it could potentially be a goal. I'm going to be biased. If I was unbiased, who knows? Can't really tell because of the angle. So undefinitive proof. So no goal. Spartans still down 1-0 with 34-11 remaining. Spartans still seem to have this energy that they're back, so hopefully we can get one to get through, head to overtime, or take two real quick. Spartans have the capability of doing it, so we'll see right here, right now.
Throwing.
A Barry player flopping like a fish down the right side. Don't believe there was a foul called. It was not. Spartans will have a throw-in.
You can tell Tampa is urgent. I think they're going to be disappointed seeing a few of those good chances.
Spartans,
here comes one.
Huge opportunity for the Spartans right here, right now.
The ball not delivered to Juan, no foul there.
Juan may be down. Wait, that wasn't Juancho. Who's down? Oh, he's back up. I can't tell who that was. I can't see a number. Give us 1 second. He's walking it off, it seems like, so that's good.
Quite interesting. I believe the Spartans are down, but no players are actually warming up for now. They're all on the bench.
Pretty sure Tampa is sending out their strongest lineup for now, or at the very least, a more aggressive lineup right now. That's the reason they won't want to make the subs just yet. But also at the end of the game, keeping some of their good reserve attackers at full strength. Last week, we saw Tampa Bay, the Rowdies, facing off in the first round of their playoffs, and they brought in 2 new attackers right at the end of the game. It gave them 3 goals in the span of the final 10 minutes. So, you know,
what are we doing? Wait, I hate to cut you off. This is like the 5th time. Maybe tell him before he throws it. What are we doing, ref?
The issue is the refs want to make sure players aren't trying to be a little cheeky and gain a few extra yards. Because honestly, that can be all it takes. It is annoying. It slows down the game. And obviously,
it's
Tampa's
pointless.
Not caring about that. They're just trying to get it in as quick as possible. We want to see it as quick as possible, too, because we know how fast that clock
Sala, beautiful cast. This could be crucial for the Spartans. Spartans on the attack. Foster going around.
Yeah.
Beautiful move. Foster pushing up. This could be a huge opportunity for Spartans. Sala all alone. Sala for the tie. Shot. We're tied. We are tied here at Pepin Stadium. The crowd is going berserk. Sala. Sala.
We have almost a Mohamed Salah over here. Oh God, Salah, you little dancer! He's equalized with 32 minutes to play. A beautiful ball whipped to his feet, and he fires into the back of the net. The Spartans are back. 1-1, 32 to go, and that has sent Pepin into screams and cheers. You probably heard more of those than us.
Sala. Love to see it. Spartans energy is here. Spartan spirit is here. And expect a huge comeback here for the Spartans. Barry trying to get a quick kickoff in. Fantastic job all around by the Spartans to equalize this game. Barry's trying to equalize it with their own pressure, but seem to make a mistake. Omar Talley coming up the right-hand side, fighting with the defender. Defender falls, and they call a penalty. That is this referee. Golly.
But no one understands why. At least the Spartans did a fantastic play. What a way to tie the game. Salah was there. We have our own Mohamed Salah over here.
Guy thinks it's the Premier League out there. Nonetheless, I respect trying to get it right, but there's been calls tonight I can't really agree with. Nonetheless, I'm not going to say any more than that. Barry with a quick kick, ball up in the air. Smart move by the Spartans. Barry.
You can tell the crowd getting loud. Barry now has it at the corner. However, they're probably just taking it to the flag, trying to take some time.
Spartan faithful are stomping. They are ready. They are here. They want to be heard. Love to hear it. The sign, like Mr. Taylor says, stomp your feet, folks. Love to see it. Love to hear it. Where's the penalty?
What a foul from
this
Juancho
referee.
Fernandez.
Dude, I am trying my hardest not to say anything stupid.
That is, I think, a rough foul call.
I'm not
there.
going
It looked
to.
like it was more the foul than the Barry
Golly,
attacker
man.
being aggressive.
I don't know what the foul was on. I don't see what he's seeing.
An important free kick for
Do
Barry
I need
now.
glasses? No. Okay, cool.
This is going to be a far free kick attempt. I don't think that it's a very scoreable opportunity. We saw a free kick scored like this in the women's match, where Tampa lost.
Look how he made him move an inch. He was like, no, not that. Dude, he's making the move a solid centimeter because that's not where it's about.
So strict, yeah.
It's super strict. What's
Exaggerated.
there's refereeing, and it's not like the NFL. It's soccer, so there's like nonetheless. I don't like it on my end. Barry, fantastic job clearing that ball. Juancho Fernandez waits for it. He's gonna try to kick it. Barry. Oh, are they calling?
Yeah, the ball is actually.
Oh,
for the
okay, Spartans ball.
And
I thought they were gonna give him a penalty kick. I would have gone berserk.
Just want to say what a defensive coverage there by Cody, number 22. He was there present. An unbelievable play, and those are the plays that you can celebrate as goals because they're so important for the game. Now Spartans are still tied 1-1 with Barry.
And that was, again, as you said, one of the most important defensive plays of the night because Tampa's just equalized. It's at a point where, sure, Barry can time waste, but hey, it just gives us a chance to then get rested and go again in overtime.
Mr. Omar Talley.
Omar, no.
He lost it, yeah.
But again, Tampa now has the chance that they're not working under pressure under the clock. They need to just keep playing focus, and they can now find a winning goal possibly with about.
And it'll be a corner kick for Barry. My fantasy football kicker over on the NFL side just kicked it. If you're wondering about the Thursday night football game happening between the Ravens and the Dolphins, the Ravens lead 3-0 as they head to commercial break. Justin Tucker with, I believe, a 30, 40-yard, some odd field goal. Good early on in the first quarter over in that game. If we could get an update real quick, Taylor, on the PBA Nova Southern game.
It is currently halftime over at Palm Beach Atlantic. They still lead 1-0 to Nova. So at this point, they would have home field advantage for the SSC championship.
Very well said. Very well said. We're going to wait after this corner kick, and we're going to get to Fabricio directly after.
The referee is saying actually the two players are just pushing each other. They have to calm down. So it's going to be a corner kick. It's just unnecessary interruption, you know?
I understand. I respect professionalism and perfectionism to a point, but there's also overdoing it, and I believe that is what the ref is doing.
Yeah.
That's why it's so frustrating for me. And sometimes I think he could play huge parts in this very critical game for both teams. Nonetheless, corner kick for Barry. Oh, very quick kick. They're trying to get a quick kick on the outside. They may have screwed up. Beautiful job to head the ball out of bounds by the Spartan defenseman. Could not tell who that is from here. King U Fabricio. That's Foster, I believe.
It is. It is
Foster. Beautiful
Just
job.
want to say that's some Spartan spirit.
Love to see it. Love to hear it. Barry with the corner kick. Kicked. Spartans look to clear it out. Could not find the ball. Barry still have the ball on the offensive, deciding what they want to do. Go left, go right. A little bit of stop action happening. Very good defense by the Spartans over by the corner. Barry with the ball, deciding what they want to do again. They're playing a little bit of back and forth. What I can do, you can do better type game. Barry trying to get some form of free action. Spartans' shield is holding up stronger than ever. The Barry bench is not excited about what's happening. There is a player down on the ground. We have no idea what's happening. Barry is absolutely in shock. I don't know what happened. Someone is down. They're asking for the medical staff right here, right now. This could be. We hope he's okay. First off, let's make sure it's going to be hectic. The medical field is coming out. It may be head injury.
And
everyone's. We're going to actually not talk right now because this seems to be somewhat serious, and I don't want to say anything or leave something out there. But there is a Barry player down. With that being said, we're going to have some form of ad or something playing. The coach is yelling at the referee. That's only going to excite the crowd. We hope the Barry player is okay. UT's coach has had enough of the refereeing tonight. I don't know. He might be he's talking to the other coach.
It looks like, the bench coaches have...
Things are getting competitive. Things are getting rowdy.
And what is happening, I think it was pushing and shoving around in the box. Some very high tensions here. And I don't blame both teams, both seasons.
Mr. Smith has had enough. You can tell he is just absolutely frustrated with some of the things happening. Like I said, this is a SSC semifinal game. A lot of emotions are on the line. Barry goes home if they lose. Player's still down. Medical staff is working on him. The pandemonium seems to have settled down a little bit, so I hope that's a good sign. Things were kind of crazy there for a minute, so waiting to kind of see what's going on. He's making him walk his hand. It may have been a concussion. It's good to see him walking. That is a very good sign. He may be still severely hurt. We hope he's okay. But it's nice to see that he is walking off, even though he looks to be limping. We hope he's okay. Like I said, I am a Spartan student. I am a Spartan faithful. As much as I pull for the Spartans, we wish for the well-being of all players on the game. But I told you, things are getting competitive and things are going to get very physical here. I didn't exactly see what happened. Did either of you?
I sadly didn't, but I could tell how the way the players were still huddled in the box, the ball still out in a dangerous position. It was probably a little bit of shoving or something. So
they were pushing each other. I just know that from the reaction that I saw from Barry's bench, it was something very, very strong because they were asking for a penalty. The referee says nothing, and this is where we need VAR because where no one's watching. The referee was just following the ball, and no one knows what's happening. So.
It's one of those tough things where there's just no way Division II would implement that. We've talked about this before. I wish they could. I just don't think it would be. I think it would actually take a severe amount of time because, one, they'd have to go under the hood. Two, we'd have to have the equipment to have VAR. But as we await, we have both coaches yelling at one another during that altercation. We had players talking to one another. They're still chirping, so this should be very exciting. 27:41 remaining. This could be a very, very historic game. Veterans Day, SSC semifinal. Huge opportunity for the Spartans to pull off a 2-1. We're looking at a replay to kind of see if we can see what happened. But a player went down. We're hoping there's no penalty in the box. I don't know exactly what they could call. They didn't really call it at the moment, so I don't think they can go back and make a call. but it looks like it will be Barry ball. Throw in from the right side corner closer to Morsani Hall.
Yeah, watching at the replay, it was just Agustin Barofio pushing one of the players, but we know it's part of it. That's what I think. What can you say about it?
Yep, it looked like the Barry player ran into one of the Spartans players and went down, and while he was still down, he was hit by one of the teammates.
Very well said. We don't want to speculate too much. We're just looking at a replay. Nonetheless, it's what happened. We're continuing on with play. Barry with the ball. Kicks middle of the net. Huge opportunity for Barry.
The ball into the box.
Their Spartans are trying to keep this a 1-1 game. Very nice job to keep their hands behind their head. Barry Wancho tracing the ball, trying to find it. Salah, fantastic job to get his foot in. Omar Talley looking for some other Spartans.
Brilliant game from Salah here. He scored the goal, and he's also working on defense. Major props to him.
We also mentioned Salah scored in that September 18th game where we won 3-1 against Barry. So Salah has been present all year. He's at the most beautiful goal he's had all year. I forgot what team it was against, but he kicked it from the left corner closer to the recreation center, and he had a screaming line drive. It was a beautiful kick. I think it might have been against Barry. It was early on. I think he was the first goal of that game. I just couldn't remember the exact team, but nonetheless, it was a really impressive goal. Sean Quinn pressing up. Sean Quinn kicking on over. Sean Quinn thinks he's done it. Nonetheless, still a good move by Sean Quinn. Spartans still on the attack. Sean Quinn.
The ball is still there. Getting into
awaiting
the box.
Maybe a kick towards his way. Nonetheless, it was a good move by Sean Quinn to get inside the box. I believe that is
Nico Gamio there.
Gamio on the outside.
Oh, they lost the ball.
It's a bunch of back and forth happening as minutes count down.
Great job there.
Fantastic job. Foster doing an absolutely fantastic job around midfield, making fantastic turns all night. Salah, the only goal scorer for the Spartans this evening, passes it on over. Sean Quinn kicks it back. Spartans reset. Down the left side.
Keeping the possession, that's very important also.
I believe that is Barafia on the left side.
I said it was very important, and they lost the ball.
Dangerous chance here. Barry,
fantastic job by the Spartans to speed up. Shot on net. Very wide left. I don't think that was a smart shot. Till Newman looking to come into the game to replace. So is Zakiri.
Yeah, Ronaldo Zakiri is coming in too.
They could be giving Salah a breather. As I mentioned, he's that little dancer. Paraphrasing the famous Jamie Carragher quote about Mo Salah when he scored an absolute beauty against Chelsea. Salah had a beauty of his own, but we're going to see maybe as Tampa now is going to win in the midfield.
Ball in the air, middle of the field. Very well said, Mr. Taylor. Barry pressing, tripping on himself. How is there a foul? He tripped on his own feet. What are we doing? I saw it. He tripped.
Yeah,
you can trip. It happens. You run up top yourself, you trip. That's how you trip.
I've tripped. A tiny push before that. That's probably what the ref was judging for.
Probably. But, dude, that was... I don't think you need to call that.
Meanwhile, the ball won't be able to make it in the box. Tampa, a chance from Quinn in the midfield.
Quinn's pushing up the left
stallion,
side.
A massive freight train running up and down at 6'2".
Spartans going down the left side, looking to go middle, finding a place
almost
to go. Kick down the right side. I believe that is Salah. I know, my bad. That's Barafio. My eyesight. We're on the far end of the field. Barafio doing a fantastic job on defense. Barry with a huge opportunity here. Ball is up in the air. Could be very dangerous. Fantastic save by Mr. Forrester. He's a goalie you can count on.
That was close.
All the time. We have two players down.
It is Salah and one player from Barry University inside of the box.
Salah could be a crucial injury. Looks like we're going to have two substitutions from both Barry and for the University of Tampa. We hope both players are okay. Salah is on the ground, and we can't see the number for Barry, but a Barry player is on the ground as well. The training staff has been active tonight, doing a fantastic job, handing out water, doing a good job. We thank you guys for the training staff. We thank you for all the ones helping this fine production happen. It really means the world to us, makes our job super easy. Barry player is up and walking, which is a good sign. Salah is lifted up off his feet and seems to be walking. We hope he is okay. But it looks like there will be a substitution. You were mentioning number 20.
Carlos Ledoni is about to get in. Also Ronaldo Zakiri and Till Newman. So very important for the midfield, and Salah is getting subbed off. We were speaking about that maybe because of the injury. He's tired, and he scored a fantastic goal. So major props to Salah until Newman takes his place.
Congratulations to Salah. If that is his evening, fantastic job. Hope to see him back on the pitch today, but if he's not, he kept us in this game. So thank you, Mr. Salah, for the fantastic game you've displayed today. With that being said, it's going to be a kick by Forrester out of our own goal.
Salah was the only change. I think they did it because he was eligible maybe as an injury sub, but for now as well, Tampa's going to send it up.
Ball in the air, Omar Talley jumping. Huge opportunity here for the Spartans. Over to Newman, who just entered the pitch, tried to get up and over. Smart job by the Barry goalkeeper to run up and grab the ball. You have 23:38 remaining here in the second half. The score is tied, Tampa 1, Barry 1 if you're just joining us. Still got time if you're in the dorms, watching from Morsani, or maybe you just finished up a workout to get down here and support your Spartans. We have a packed house here at Pepin Stadium, and it's a very good sight to see, not just for D2 Athletics, but for the Tampa Spartans Athletics. Nonetheless, Barafia with the ball, kicks it up in the air. Barry heads it back. Spartans, Newman.
Very good job from the Spartans. They're doing a lot of pressure so that Barry don't have any options, and they just have to get the ball into the other side.
Another Barry player down, stands back up.
But there was a good chance. He could just.
This is gonna. Omar Talley's not gonna enjoy this. There was a good chance, 2-on-2 opportunity. There is another injury. I told you things are getting physical here.
Juancho Fernandez, of course, he's complaining. He's not happy with the.
We cannot see who's down at the moment. I can't tell the number. Zakiri and Lindon still waiting on the sideline. Will they be replacing him? Who knows? I believe that is. I want to say that's not Sean Quinn, because Sean Quinn's by the ball. Who is that? The jerseys are black. We're looking for the number. Well, while we wait, who is down? If you're wondering in the football game what is going on, the Baltimore Ravens have the ball on the opposing 40-yard line with a quick handoff. Tackle in the backfield. It is third down, first quarter, 3:32. Ravens lead 3-0. Spartan is up. He is walking with the assistance of the trainer. Can't see a number yet. When we do, we'll tell you who's walking off, but good to see him still walking.
I believe it might be actually Team Kraft from Germany, number 6.
Substitution for Barry. Entering the game is number 29, Scott Little.
Yeah, so I'm sure Carlos Ledon is going to take his
He
position.
replaces number 17, Andreas Volk.
I've never been a bigger Nova Southern fan. Number 6, Tim Kraft. We hope
For
him
Tampa,
well.
entering the game is number 20, Carlos Ledon.
So Carlos Ledon is in. Very fresh. He's one of the most important players for the Spartans on midfield. He knows how to recover the ball. And here's a very important free kick now for Tampa.
Nico Gamio to take that free kick. PBA, from what I've seen, still leads. Crucial fumble in the Thursday night football game.
A yellow card has been charged to Barry number 17, Andreas Volk.
A yellow card has been distributed. Gamio with the kick. Ball in the air. Beautiful placement. Who is it off of? Who are they going to say it's off of? Ball rolls out of bounds, and it is a Spartan ball.
A throw in for the Spartans now.
My fantasy kicker about to kick another field goal, we hope. Justin Tucker, not only a University of Texas alum, also fantastic at Opera. Kicks the ball and misses wide right, and I lose fantasy points. Hate to see it, folks. Nonetheless,
Either way, Zakiri's finally
There
come
will
on
be-
for Tampa.
A substitution for
not
Tampa.
anything to do with the
Entering
game, but
is number
Spartans
13,
with a quick
Ronaldo
throw in.
Zakiri,
Then
replacing number 50,
beautiful
Travis
cross by the
Foster.
Spartans, just a little too far. Zakiri just entered the pitch,
His first ball.
running
ball
on
touch.
over. Spartans, and
Watch out here.
watch out for a huge press. Spartans defense doing a good job making Barry just tire themselves out on these long runs
Oh, what
and
a
then
job by
steal
Nico
the
Gamio.
ball.
had to be Nico Gamio, one of the leaders. He was over there. And now Juancho Fernandez on the midfield. He's going to touch it to Teal Newman.
Newman with the ball, patiently waiting. You can see the experience. Newman had himself a senior day. Ball kicked. Beautiful touch over to number 9, Juancho Fernandez. Juancho Fernandez up the right side, deciding to go on back. Just take their time. Be smart with the ball.
Sean Quinn, what a pass from Sean Quinn. Looking Nico Gamio.
Middle of the field, Lindon looking for a nice pass. No one was home. Ball is up in the air. Mr. Wells.
Good try for Tampa on that play. And, yeah, as you were saying, Lindon, he had a really nice touch there and almost looked a little bit like one of those plays you'd see from Barcelona with their tiki-taka. But unfortunately, just a little too far to the right. No one was there. But now, Tampa working out wide.
Zakuri pushing down the left side. 21:05 remaining here in the second half. Scored all tied up at 1.
Oh, yeah,
very
great
good job by Zakuri to make space.
It's going to be a corner
Very
kick.
veteran move. Sorry to cut you off. Ball out of bounds. It will be a Tampa
Corner kick.
Corner kick, Tampa.
Great job there by Orlando Zakiri winning the corner kick. I think he's done a very good start since he came off the bench.
And once again, a sad fail on the chance.
Yeah, dude, I am 0 for 11. I cannot. No one understands. It's a pretty
Tampa.
ball in the air.
In the net!
Off the post.
It was Albert
Oh
Morales.
my lord!
He was about to become the Spaniard hero here. Oh my god.
That was a wow.
That was the best possible type of set piece routine you could get.
Newman
Right to your man near post.
pushes middle. Number 19, Sean Quinn. Will he just shoot it from there? Nope, obviously not. Toss it over to Newman. Number 8 with the ball, deciding what to do.
Oh, Newman.
Kicks it right at the defender. Really had nowhere to go with the ball. Spartans' energy is risen. I don't know where he was kicking that ball.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that should definitely be a foul. Not called. Sean Quinn with the ball. Midfield. You can feel the energy picking up here in Pepin Stadium. Hopefully the Spartans can get one in and we can all go home.
Only 20 minutes remaining and the Spartans showing intensity. That's what we want from our team. That was off the post from Albert Morales. Great opportunity there. And we said it was important for the corner kicks to be some advantage for the Spartans. Oh my god, that's a foul.
That is a really rough challenge in the air. Not surprised to see that yellow card there. Very
Fans
down.
seem to
Hopefully
be
he's
very-
okay.
Very energized. Very energized from the fans. Must be some people have class. I don't know why it'd be starting at 9.
But this has to be one of the games with more attendance during the entire
Yeah,
season.
it's good to see. You see some of the women's soccer players coming to support their men's team. The women's soccer team, I believe, unfortunately, is done for the season. Lost in a double overtime thriller. Did not win it, obviously. Barry's head coach talking to the refs. I don't know what card was given out. I assume a yellow, if any. I didn't see it.
Yep, I saw it earlier. There was a yellow card on the play, and well-deserved. It was a really rough challenge. Probably shouldn't have been as aggressive onto that. But hey, you're aggressive in this playoff match. Coach isn't going to be too mad.
Number 19, Sean Quinn.
Sean Quinn gets a yellow card.
Carlos Lindon.
Carlos Lindon, who just entered the pitch, also got a yellow card. Barry pushing up the middle, making a move, trying to make a move, pushes it back. Lindon trying to steal the ball. Barry trying to slowly inch their way up for a potential shot. Beautiful job on the outside. I believe that's Zakuri.
Yeah.
You can tell from his straight neon cleats. So we have some people walking
Watch out!
behind us.
Oh, good defensive coverage against there from Cody Wells. He's done 2 important plays, and for the first time in this game, Max Brennan is about to get some minutes.
I don't know why they would
So
just.
that's going to be
Oh,
interesting. He played a lot during the season, and now he's back for the Spartans in a very important game this season.
2 subs also coming on for Barry, as they're going to be pushing forward as well.
Substitution.
And they've got a nice corner kick to try to open up that chance.
Game number 14, Max Brennan.
Max Brennan entering the pitch.
Carlos Ledon is going out, and yeah, he just had a few minutes.
The blonde-headed assassin joins the pitch. We await corner kick.
Number 16, Toby Furra. And number 32, Chetzer
Ball is
Marconi.
on a line. Beautiful save
Great. Omar Telly waiting for the ball, but
by Mr. Forrester. Forrester with a nice
What a
line
pass to
drive
Omar
kick.
Talley.
Omar Talley all
Outside.
alone with another defender. And I don't know how there's no penalty called. Brennan kicks the ball out of bounds.
A little bit of a rough challenge. Tully's going to be thinking that was a foul. Probably was 50-50 in that way, and the refs didn't want to give a dangerous free kick. But honestly, I think there was a little bit too much pushing from that Barry player. I think it would have been a very fine to call it a
Nonetheless,
foul.
nothing called. Barry with the ball midfield. Did Barry just pretend to fall down? What's happening here?
I think Barry's trying to get any foul they can from any Tampa
No
player.
Oscar for you, sir. No Oscar. I need better. I need tears. If we're going to flop. No flopping allowed in soccer. That's what I want to say. I hope no one gets hurt, obviously, but we should obviously never have flopping. I didn't like it in the NBA personally. But
as you were mentioning, there's not a rivalry between these two teams based on the way the players have been interacting.
depending on how this game might end, we may have a newfound rivalry between these two SSC opponents. Nonetheless, we await that. 16:56 remaining. Score tied up 1-1. Barry seems to be more on the
Great job by
offensive,
Agustin.
but the Spartans in the middle of the field. Sean Quinn sees open grass, heads for it. Can't find anyone to push to. I don't know exactly what Barry's deciding to do here, but they're trying to push the ball. Max Brennan and Zakuri doing a fantastic job on defense, forcing Barry to make a pass that they may not want to. Barry, Spartans have a hard time getting the ball out of the center of the field. Barry with the ball on the right side. Huge opportunity. Nice job. Till Newman says nope. Ball's going to go that way.
He's going to go find that
1-on-2. Omar Talley still pushing.
Great job there by Omar Talley to get it back.
Huge opportunity here.
Ornaldo Zakiri.
Middle of the field. Pass it on over to Newman.
Dangerous
Newman.
chance for Tampa.
Slow
Newman.
paces.
Till
Newman.
No.
Don't know exactly what we're thinking here. Maybe a pass, maybe a shot. Not exactly sure what that was. 15:44 remaining. 1-1 ball game here in the Sunshine State semifinal.
This has been a thrilling semifinal fixture so far. We still have 15 minutes and, maybe a little bit extra change depending how the second half comes to an end. Sub should be coming on for Tampa. It looks like coming back in the game will be Travis Foster. Won't be coming on this play, however, as you can't make that substitution.
Travis Foster not going to show up in the stat books, but doing a fantastic job curving around the ball, getting the ball, pushing the ball upfield all night tonight. Also taking a few good shots on net, so can't wait to see him back on the pitch. I believe the ball just went off Omar Talley, and it will be a Barry University throw-in. Guys.
Yeah, 15 minutes remaining, and important for Tampa to keep the ball. It's going to be very tense. They have the support of their people. We're here at Pepin Stadium, so of course that's going to be a factor. But for now, I would say it's been a very good game in between these two teams. Very intense, yeah, a lot of yellow cards too, but we enjoy it.
Nice job by Newman to put his face in front of that ball. Sometimes that's all you need to do to prevent the offense from pushing the ball up the field. Time is ticking down. We're going to have ourselves a very interesting one if we don't get a goal here soon. Do stay for overtime. Double overtime, whatever. This is some semifinal ball, so someone has to go home winning tonight. There will be no ties.
Oh, yeah, Sean Quinn.
Sean Quinn doing a good job against two Barry defenders. Barry defenders obviously take the ball up court, or upfield, I should say.
Albert Morales there.
Good job. What?
No,
This
come on.
referee has driven me absolutely insane. A huge opportunity for the Spartans, potentially, and a foul that I still don't know what it was called on.
Yeah.
It was a Barry foul, and I think they called it way too early. Tampa was getting ready for a counterattack. So that's, again, what we say. Fouls can sometimes disrupt play. That's when the ref just needs to put his hand up and say, play on.
Nonetheless,
And go back and revisit it later. But, again, no even card in that play. Shouldn't have stopped it.
Nonetheless, 13:37 remaining. This game is going to hit a critical point. I just feel it about to happen. Nonetheless, Spartans on the left side, going back across the middle.
Meanwhile, there's a penalty over for Norwich. Why did I say Norwich? I've been playing too much.
Ball in the middle, opportunity for the Spartans. You can feel it about to happen. Hate to cut you off there, Taylor. Ball. How is it out? It was still in. What are we looking at? What am I seeing differently that you're not seeing, sir?
And you can hear the fans actually speaking Spanish and saying they're stealing from us.
I don't see what I am seeing with my own two eyes that God gifted me, that these two men are seeing at the same time. It's not like I'm watching on TV here. I'm watching the actual game happening. I don't know. That should be Spartans ball by how we're calling it tonight, but it's not. It is Barry ball. Back to what Taylor was saying.
Apart from that rough foul call, currently we've got a bit of action at Palm Beach and Nova.
What are we doing?
I'll just say it right here, as all the action is still interrupting, unfortunately. It's been very energetic the last few minutes over here, but Palm Beach has a penalty against Nova Southeastern. They could be going up 2-0.
I hate to keep cutting you off, Taylor. This is just driving me absolutely berserk.
And no worries, of course. The emotions are running high, even for us. But I can't imagine how crazy it would be on the field, as Barry's going to send it up to the midfield. Should be won by Sean Quinn.
12 minutes remaining in this semifinal game. It is a close game. You could feel the passion. You can feel the Spartan pride on the line. Zakiri with the ball. Middle of the field. Passes on over. Beautiful pass back to Zakiri. Zakiri, seems like 4-on-1, somehow still has possession.
A foul from Zakiri.
Another foul. I think that one was actually a foul, so a decent call by the referee. 11:37 remaining, Barry with the ball.
Now, of course, back to that. The penalty had been taken. It was saved. It's still 1-0 for Palm Beach and Nova Southeastern. They're at minute 55 with a full second half left to play. Nova's been looking strong, so they're still going to be trying to push to make that upset against number 1 ranked Palm Beach.
Depending on how this game plays out, they're playing for our paychecks over there at Nova Southeastern. We get another payday. Huge opportunity! Watch it! The captain for the Spartans! The goal! It is 2-1! The Spartans are going crazy! You feel about D2 soccer. If you don't like that, you don't like D2 Sunshine State Conference soccer. Fantastic goal by the captain, Juancho Fernandez. He looks them deep in their eyes and says, I am the captain here tonight.
The captain, the hero from Spain, Juancho Fernandez, saving the Spartans. What a goal. What a performance.
Tali and Juancho embracing. Magnifico. Unbelievable goal off the great run, the great through ball, and he executes the one-on-one chance.
I could not
leads 2-1.
I could not be more excited for a captain. Yellow card given to who? Us? Who do you give me a red card? What are you gonna do?
Give us a
shut up!
Give us a
I'm sorry. Give us a red card! Give us a red card! I dare you!
It's the Tampa bench getting a yellow card for something. It was a great goal.
I'm completely ruining the broadcast. I'm sorry, Taylor.
Right. I'll just repeat it real quick. It was Tampa's bench getting a yellow card for a little bit too much celebrating. But hey, when in Rome, when in the Coliseum at Pepin Stadium, celebrating a possible winning goal. Now, of course, not yet. Still 11 to play.
Don't jinx us, Taylor. Good job. Good shot. Could not be more.
I think I used my jinxing power when I was saying overtime so much against the women.
I don't play with the sports gods. I have a quick thing I do want to say. Juancho Fernandez, captain of this team, will be the first person to pass the ball rather than shoot, because that's how much he cares about his teammates. He's a smart football player, a great captain, and obviously capitalized on a crucial goal. Could not be more happier for a man in front of his entire school. Love to see it.
He was there when he had to be. We know Juancho Fernandez has suffered a lot. He had injuries. He's been here for a couple of years, and Juancho Fernandez just appeared at the moment that he had to be there. So quite fantastic, and he's a hero from Spain. Juancho Fernandez, te amamos. We love you, that's what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
Beautiful, because I honestly don't speak the language in which you're speaking from, but nonetheless, love the culture. Zakiri with the handles tonight, doing a fantastic job. My voice is slowly dying. I somehow have to play in a flag football game after this. Don't know if I'll be able to. Who knows? Beautiful job by Mr. Brennan.
Max Brennan there on defense.
And a rough tackle, but hey, it was clean. He perfectly got the ball. Barry does win it back, unfortunately. However, they're going to be having it in the midfield. They're now the ones desperate for an equalizer, and maybe they're starting to regret when it was tied, trying to take a little extra few seconds, as Tampa now will have the ability to waste some time.
Did I call it? Who knows? I said at halftime, I said, what team will come out here in the second half? Spartans came out vigorized. They don't have to win this game. I believe they still go to the NCAA tournament, but this is pride. This is where you see where a team is made of. They have come back down 1-0 and put it up. It's 2-1 if you're just joining us with 9:45 remaining. Barry is attacking, trying to tie this game up and potentially send it to overtime. Ball shot, hits no one.
And speaking of leadership, Juancho Fernandez, he had to be the captain. He's been very important this season, not just speaking of the goals, not just speaking of the stats, but he's a leader. He has passion. He's leading this team into a final. So quite fantastic performance. It's not over, but Juancho was present.
And honestly, when you take a look at positions and people on the field, it's the most underrated position. A captain, a leader, someone who can keep the boys motivated, someone who can get you good results. Maybe they're not always the most gifted of players, but Tampa have struck gold because not only is Juancho a great leader, he's also a fantastic footballer as Tampa has it on the right flank.
Securi doing a great job with the handles, juking out the entire Barry team. Barry with the ball. Oh, sorry. Jeez.
Team Craft is coming in, so another substitution.
Spartans pushing up the right side. Barry pushing up the right side. Looking for some opportunity, looking for a chink in the Spartan shield.
Yeah,
Fantastic
great job, yeah.
job by our goalkeeper, the man in neon, the man from England.
He was chosen the best defensive player of the year in the Sunshine State Conference, so unbelievable from the goalkeeper. He's been so important this season, and we're just grateful. This is a fantastic season to broadcast soccer. This team has been
I've
so
had the
good.
time of my life. Now, I also want to mention, I'll mention that at the end of the year if it's all said and done. Hopefully it ends up with us leaving it off to the commentators who do the Final Four, because that will be, obviously, if we keep winning, we will be hosting these playoff games. I would like to see the same atmosphere out for the playoff games. This referee is lost.
Card for Juancho Fernandez, and no one understands it. And of
But-
course, yeah.
Sorry, we'll go on to one or two things. I do want to say, though, it's a beautiful year for the Spartans. We've come back. We've done great things. We've top 10 in rankings. We won the Rowdies Cup against USF, one of our the D1 rivals. And then we came out, beat number 3 Len, and we won the SSC championship. We have a chance to do that if the score stays the same on Sunday. We don't know who we'll face, obviously. Don't want to say anything until this game is completely over. But like I said, this team has not only built themselves into an absolute powerhouse, but they have some awards to show from it this year.
And not just awards, they've not only been one of the best teams in the Sunshine State Conference, they've enjoyed being in the top 25 poll for one of the best teams in the nation in Div 2 soccer. So obviously, even if they don't win the conference, they'll probably end up getting an at-large bid, but they're going to keep pushing, and they're definitely going to try. Right now, they're still leading as Tali is very active, putting pressure on that back line. Juancho, I think, has been playing as more of an attacking mid with Tali up as the true number 9. Ironic as Tali's number 10.
Tali has this sensor in his head. Every time he sees the ball, it's like a heat-seeking missile. He goes after that ball. He may foul someone, who knows, but he wants that ball, and he's trained to go after that soccer ball. Barry is about midfield, deciding what it wants to do. It's running out of options. It's running out of time. The Buccaneers, who most people in Tampa would actually be a fan of, at the moment we're a fan of the Spartans, as they're looking for an opportunity. Barry might find one here. Spartans defense doing a fantastic job creating problems, because we want problem always, is what I learned from TikTok. It's a sound. I tried that out. Who knows? Nonetheless, Barry with the ball. Spartans shield standing
Omar
strong.
Tali's waiting there for the ball. Yeah, of course he's going to Omar Tali. You were just saying that the ball comes to Tali every time.
Every time. Tali wants problems always. Tali, beautiful toss. Secure. Oh!
He wasn't offside. That was a huge opportunity for Ronaldo Secure.
That would have been the nail in the coffin.
That would have been the ending.
It was offsides anyway. I mean, the ball didn't go in, so.
Unbelievable, yeah.
Meanwhile, Tim Kraft is coming in now for Max Brennan. Brennan's only been on for a few minutes, but his contribution has been massive.
Fantastic job. Some of these guys won't show up on the stat sheet this evening. Been a full team win if we do come out with this win. Everyone participating and playing their part. You love to see it. If you're a coach, you love to see it as a Spartans fan. Nonetheless, we have 5:43 remaining in tonight's Sunshine State semifinal game. Beautiful night. Team is pressing.
A foul.
That should be a foul.
And a yellow card,
it is. And finally, the ref makes a call that makes sense.
5 minutes remaining, and the bench jumps asking for a yellow card. No card given.
There was no card given. See, dude. I don't like
At least
calling
he
out
gave the
people.
foul, you know,
These
at least.
referees are trying. They're doing their jobs. This is Division II soccer. I don't want to ever personally blame one person for doing a horrible job, but I'm just going to call it as I'm seeing it. He's doing a horrible job tonight, but nonetheless,
It wasn't his night, you know.
it wasn't his night, just like sometimes players don't have their night. That's what I'm critiquing. It's just very frustrating on our end because we have to call. We have this huge, maybe run, and then he just makes a bad call. But nonetheless, he's doing his job. We're doing ours. Everything's going great for the Spartans with 4:51 remaining here in the second half of tonight's ball game. Time is ticking down, and Barry is running out of time.
Yeah, good from the Spartans. They're keeping the pressure, and one of the smart moves of this game was actually keeping Omar Talley in the bench for the last minutes of the first half. He just came here, and he's now doing a lot of good defensive plays. He's also waiting for a counterattack. So, yeah, the coach actually gave Talley some energy. We love to see it. Juancho. Oh, Pancho!
Juancho! Oh, right of the net. Looking for the campus
Great
security
job, great
card,
job.
driving back there.
Good attempt from Juancho Fernandez. He's the hero, you know.
Juancho Fernandez with a great play to read the interception to get it, but that was a very hard angle, so no disappointment for him missing it. It gave Tampa another chance, but now Barry on the counter on the right side.
If you are a young Spartans fan, the player you would want to be most like would have to be Juancho Fernandez. He has the most tools and by far has the best leadership on the team. Not
He's
saying
the
other
captain
players
for a
don't.
reason, yeah.
He's a captain for a reason. Time is ticking down, and the Spartans may be advancing to the finale here Sunday. We don't know exactly where. We're looking at the score. There is... Okay. It goes to 90 minutes, right? So we still have 30 minutes remaining in the other game. We may not leave here being able to tell you where we'll be playing, but please do follow Spartans on Tampa Spartans on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. So if for some reason Nova Southeastern does pull off this, we will be here at Pepin Stadium on Sunday. Time obviously has not been set because we have to see who wins both these games. I don't want to jinx anything because Barry is pushing. And they're playing for
watch out here.
They're playing for their season. This might be the last 3 minutes Barry plays all season.
What a job.
This might be the last 3 minutes Barry plays all season. It is
Omar Talley's there.
4-on-2 opportunity. Beautiful time
Great job, yeah.
to Talley. Talley slipping. Everyone's slipping, falling, slipping.
Omar, he's a warrior. Look at Omar
Juancho
Talley.
Fernandez fighting.
Again, yeah. Of course, it is a foul in the voice for Spartan, but Omar Talley was the referee. So just keep going, you know. You have the opportunity to counterattack. Just keep it flowing, you know.
It's one of those things, you either make a lot of fouls or you don't. But it's like sometimes you just need to not make the foul. Sometimes you need to let it play out. And if things get a little too much, then you make the foul. I've never been a referee except for a 6-year-old
Quickly
soccer
play
game
in.
once. So nonetheless, Spartans on the right side. Zakuri doing a great job wasting time.
He has to waste time.
Yep, you've got to.
You have to. I'm not a fan of wasting time in general. Obviously, I'm more of a fan when the Spartans do it. But nonetheless, we have 2 minutes remaining. Spartans could be heading to the final. Barry could be sent home, trying again next year. A rivalry might have just been created here tonight. Who knows? I won't be here to find out next year, but maybe we'll get a text from Mr. Fabricio. Let me know how it goes. Nonetheless, we have 1:30 remaining. Time is ticking down. There is no extra time. There is no extended time.
Tampa's crowd getting loud. We're going to go down almost. It's 1 minute remaining. But Barry trying to take advantage of the last few opportunities. Well cleared by Tampa. And 1 minute to go. The stadium is shaking. The energy unchanged in the stands. But Barry will get a free kick. They
Quick,
take
fast.
it immediately.
The middle ref has no problem with that quick kick.
1 minute.
He
We
picks
have
and
1 minute
chooses.
remaining.
1 minute remaining.
Kick it. Nice. Barry has 52 seconds to tie this game up.
The
Kick.
ball into the box.
Nice header.
Yeah.
Ball is kicked to the moon. Barry running out of time.
36 seconds remaining.
Shot.
Yeah.
Horrible
Frustration,
opportunity.
desperation. That's what happened, and Tampa is ready.
with time ticking. The clock won't be stopped.
Let's go.
That very well could have been it. Forsher's going to send it up, potentially for the last time. Barry's goalie well out of his line. As we approach the final 10 seconds, you'll hear it over the PA.
We will 8, 7,
Falls.
5, 4, 3.
And we will see you Sunday night.
Yeah, it is over. Tampa wins. Spartan beat Barry 2-1 here in the Sunshine State semifinal to advance to the Sunshine State final. They will either be here Sunday or they will be over at PBA Sunday. We await the game of PBA Nova Southeastern. We wish you good luck. Farewell. Get home safely. We're better together than apart. I'm not a huge fan of Barry University, as of course I'm a University of Tampa student, but I do want to say congrats on a successful season. Made it to the semifinal of the SSC. They will obviously be packing up, trying again next year. University of Tampa will be moving on to a chance to clinch. And with that being said, my name's Tate Gephardt alongside
Fabrizio Mejia, thank you very much, and we'll see you for next game.
And I'm also Taylor Storthy. Have a safe night if you're traveling home. Good night.
Have a good night, everybody. Get home safe. Spartans win 2-1 here in a beautiful Sunshine State semifinal. My name is, of course, Tate Gephardt. Get home safe. Love one another. Peace. Happy Veterans Day, everyone. If you're a veteran, thank you for tuning in and serving a beautiful country. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.